Hey, Blanchy Pooh. Hey, Jackie. What's up, my Pooh baby? It's been so much going. It's been so much going on. I sent you a thumbnail. I didn't get the thumbnail, but girl, I'm going to check because I may have to use that thumbnail. But baby, hey, how y'all doing? Hopefully y'all had a beautiful holiday. But for some reason, a lot of people did not. So maybe next year I'm gonna work on something for people who have like grown kids that moved away and they're by themselves. And maybe we could find a space where, they can eat together and enjoy each other. I didn't realize how many people were lonely. So hopefully next year I could think of something so people don't be so hurt, during the Thanksgiving, So just wanted to say that part. Now, uh, baby, I'm telling you, these kids, I don't know what's in the water with these kids. I don't know if these kids forget that we're not that old. I don't know if these kids forget where they get it from. I don't know where these kids forget that, baby, don't make me go back in time. If we could go at anybody else, why do you think we can't tear y'all little behinds up? Why do y'all not think we can tear y'all up? Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing with us, God damn it. I'm gonna keep telling you, stop playing with us. Y'all better stop trying to act like you got so much to say, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all don't care. And grandma took care of me. Well, they on the road. Grandma took care of a lot of people. What are you trying to say? You know? And these are the times when fathers should step in. And I feel sorry for all the mothers who have to go through this alone. What's up, Amor? Thank you, darling. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But I would like to say to all the mothers who have to go through this alone, when their kids start popping off at them, and we got to handle this alone. Thank goodness that T.I. is there and T.I. was able to hold it down. But can you imagine all the single mothers who don't got that? Them kids get taller than them and everything. Then we got to stand our ground against these men. And then, baby, is so many more new allegations on Mr. Diddy. We're going to be talking about that too. Remember I said the word allegations? So y'all better sit back, go get your popcorn and all that good stuff. I'm waiting for some of my co-hosts to pop on in here. But again, YouTube is not sending out the notifications. But we are going to start with Mr. King himself, baby. Oh, baby, 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 baby. This is coming from this video is coming from the Messy Sweet. I forgot her other name, but this is her new channel. I love her dearly. But check out the Messy Sweet. It's coming from her. Again, I will put the links in below so you can go check out the channel. But let's go check out these unruly kids, baby. These unruly kids. Let's go.
Care for him as a son, and they don't F with him for real. Everything is for TV. So check this out. Check it out, y'all.
You're upset. You're mad. You can't. I know you. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business.
Who is you?
Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking.
You are embarrassing yourself and the family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. What is she talking about?
Get out me, nigga.
You heard what he said?
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me.
He said, get off me, ninja. That we call it.
What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business.
He said, ninja.
somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself.
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't
Yeah.
no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself.
So it got real nasty,
Actually,
you guys.
actually, he was talking to his mother. He was talking to his, ain't no time out. Girl, them time out days for a kid like that is gone, Jackie. You got to go old school for a child that jumps up in your face like that. Them time out days are gone. Dad, see, y'all had to old school that. Ain't no time out. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He was talking to the mother, Ahmad, and T.I. had to set him straight. And then he's calling his father all type of ninjas and stuff, acting like he about that life. Oh, I know what you I know what you mean. Okay. You mean lights out. Time to put those lights out. Yes, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. These kids don't know we will revert back to our old days. They see us as mature. We are mature. We done learned life lessons. We have grown past them days. Do not. She said, I was trying to be nice for YouTube. I don't know. YouTube is going kind of slow, guys. Pardon me, but it's going kind of slow. So when he was talking to the mother, T.I. had to step up in there, baby. But imagine all of these mothers, when these kids get like, they boys get like this, they got to go through that themselves. I salute you. And men know their sons are going to go through this, and they're sitting back laughing. They ain't stepping up at all. But all that defending that all them things that King did, T.I. defended everything. Even when he disrespected that lady at the Waffle House, T.I., everything that man did, all the levels of disrespect, and everybody kept telling him to get his son. He didn't think it was going to turn on him. He didn't know that that boy was going to turn on him, and he would have had to back to the reality. But I'm going to rewind it back again. Let's go.
For him as a son, and they don't F with him for real. Everything is for TV. So check this out. Check it out, y'all.
You capping. You upset. You're mad. You capping. I know you. You capping. I know you. I know you.
Ain't no mystery, man.
I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Hey, what is you talking about? Get off me, nigga. Get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me.
What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Ain't no no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself.
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself.
So it got real nasty, you guys. King came out. He said, I stand on business. I don't give a F who you are. And he also let the world know that he don't give a F who you are. Can't play with me in my face. Not going for that. I'm a grown man. Okay. He also says, if I'm going to mistake, say, don't stop making the world think you F with me when you don't. So he's talking about Ti. So it looked like him and his father has a lot of issues. He was telling Tiny in the background, "Why are you allowing that man to play with me?" Referring to his father. His father said he cannot handle him. So, girl, comment. Let us know your thoughts, and I'll see y'all on another video. Bye.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh man, this thing moving too slow. This thing is crazy. Oh man, this thing is, I guess, because the weather is bad, it's moving slow. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Yeah, Gossip Girl. I couldn't think of her name. Yes, check out the Gossip Girl. I know the voice. I couldn't just think of her name. Thank you, Jack Jack. Baby, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. So this thing with Diddy, right, is going to be so, it being that everything is happening now, things will not be in order, but it is in order, right? So I want to start with my guy, Sincere from Unforgotten Kings. I want to make sure I have that. That's my guy. Okay. Well, hold on. Let's see this. Let's check this out. This is from Penix News. Let's see what he got to say. This thing is moving slow, so bear with me. And I have another guy I ran across. His name is DJ Torch. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I really truly enjoy him. I, I hopefully, we can do like things together. His people, his team is great. And you know me, I like to see people get to 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully we could help him get to 1,000 subscribers and support this man. But I'll do him another day. But today we got to stay on this. Now I'm telling you, so much crap going on, babies. I can't keep up. Oop. Now we're gonna go here. This is the bodyguard. I don't know how he know, but let's see what he got to say. This goes out, so I'm gonna show you the name, just in case I can't drop the link. I'm gonna show you the name so you can check them out. Penix News. Let's go.
And I seen some things that you would be like, yo, Gene, nah, I don't believe that. I've heard some things, and you'll be saying, and it actually came true. And when I say I was the only one that heard it, and I wasn't the only one who saw it, but I'm the only one that's talking about it.
Before we get any further, Before we get any further, hey, Mother Loves Logic. Hello, beautiful. Mwah, good to see you. I like to just say, Jackie says, please make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that like. She said, let's get these likes up. Hit that like, support the channel. Oh, yes, it is, Jack Jack. Yes, it is. Please make sure you hit that like. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel. You could give a donation, which is coming across the screen. Either way, how you want to do it is up to you. Hit the like, donate. But still, when you go on a channel, support it. A like don't cost you nothing, right? Don't cost you nothing. But you got us people that's really, I don't care where you go. People take their time, they get all these things together for you. Even if you watch it at different places, they still put in work. A like, just pressing a like will be so nice and kind and courteous of you guys. And if you want to donate to keep the channel going because they're putting in their time, that'll work too. We don't care. So let's go.
Puff is in the situation he's in right now because he had what we call a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So much information about it, but coming from that there's revelation told to leave abusive marriages or relationship before they quit or they leave. This is just common sense. You live to live. If you're living in an abusive marriage or relationship, it is just common sense, guys. Ladies, wise up. It is just common sense. Don't think about what the guy brings to the table, what he has, what you're benefiting from the guy, and say, well, he's giving.
I hate when people say, oh, it's just common sense. Anybody that's not abused, they got a lot of ish to say about people who are abused. Do y'all notice that? People who has never had abuse. The same way when you have when you're talking with your friends and you depending on your age bracket, and you were like, yeah, we used to get them terrible beatings when we was young. When people understand that, you notice they don't have nothing to say. They'll go, me too, boy. That was harsh. Oh man, did we get it? See, they could relate. For somebody who never did it, they'll be like, well, your parents this, or you did this, or you did that. If you can't relate to something, shut up. Or if you're not trying to understand and hear the person out, shut up. Stop making it seem like you can just leave. You have never been put in any predicament well, you will just leave. Well, you know what? That's not how it go. If you don't know how it go, do research or something on it. But I'm trying to get to my man Sincere, right? Forgotten Kings. I would like to do that. Right? Oh Lord, I was going to put something else on. He got something else already. I'm telling you, Sincere be on it. Good guy, good guy, good guy. And please check him out. Forgotten Kings. That's not the one I wanted. Let me see where it's at. Okay, we're going to start with this one from Forgotten Kings. Okay. And remember, everything is alleged. Everything is alleged. Right? Let's go. And share, share, share.
is going through a lot of turmoil. Yo, the way that, and it all happened when he filed that discrimination charge against the mob. So it's like, yo, why would you? And then now everything is coming down, it's crashing. And you can fool some of the people, but you can't fool all of the people. You can lie to a couple of people, but you can't lie to everybody.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
What up, though? Come on, what up, Todd Ivory? T.I., that's like you probably, T.I., you the first kind of like angel investor, venture capitalist that I ever knew of. You not used the dude to help, you help everybody get the money, man. You help, man, you are very important to the city. What up, T.I.? Yo, Todd, I really want to talk to you about this movie thing and other things that we can move on as people to make money with, to also help everybody understand the history of where we come from and how everything else happened. Empress Shay, my sister, is in the building. Yo, that's my sister right there. What's going on, sis? Oh, Diddy and some more shit. You know, that's what I came on for today. I'm like, damn. My man he can't keep, I don't know, ever since he did that lawsuit with the Deleon, I'm telling you, things that got real heated for him. Now, what we're going to talk about is the force. The force has got a lot of power, I think. It makes you feel like, Michael Jackson said it, it makes you feel like, ooh, listen, the force has got a lot of power, I think. It makes you feel like, yeah, come through. Yeah, come on, Empress Shay. I'm already there. As y'all over there and everything is beautiful the way beauty is, man, I'm already there, man. I'm in the garage, man. I'm already sitting down. I done did a lot of, I mentally did, I mentally sat with my brother his whole trip. All right, so look, what is Puffy thinking about? Yo, you can't do all of this. Now, do y'all want to ask me, do I think these allegations are true? I don't know. Because the only thing I can really tell you is when you get money, your preferences, your whole everything changes. You turn into a creep. So you be like, damn, you understand? Like, I'm going to give y'all an example. I want y'all to follow me real good. So let's say if you start off and you just watching pornographic movies and you be like, there's nothing wrong. But what happens over so long, you keep watching them and then your mind adapts to them. And then you be like, what else is better? What else is better? And then you always be reaching for what else is better? What else is better? But if you don't never have control over yourself to just know the levels and say, okay, those are levels you don't never travel to, whatever, these is the dues, these are the morals, this is how things go. And then you can understand how to live. But when you have that kind of money and you have that kind of power, sometimes you lose your morals and you lose your definition of life. You don't understand why you're doing it. You don't know why you're doing it. You think money, when money becomes something that you have and it doesn't really matter to anyone around you, you be like, I can be rich, I could be a billionaire, but nobody around me really cares that I have money or not. So you be like, wow, it's a point in time where money doesn't really mean anything. So you trying to make money to stand out, that doesn't mean anything. If you really want to stand out and you want to be, just be you standing out, and you say, hey, I didn't even know I was standing out. I was just being me, and it just happens to be that I was out there, and then you was able to see me from a distance. So I never knew. I never came into the game to stand out. All right. So listen, this man is going through a lot of turmoil. Yo, the way that, and it all happened when he filed that discrimination charge against the mob. So it's like, yo, why would you? And then now everything is coming down, it's crashing. And you can fool some of the people, but you can't fool all of the people. You can lie to a couple of people, but you can't lie to everybody. Whatever you throw up, definitely is going to come down. We look at people who shoot guns, and New Year's, they shoot them in the air. Boom. They shoot them in the air. Boom, Happy New Year. But they never realize that gravity pulls down. So they mean, like, what if this bullet lands on someone's roof and it goes through their roof and it affects someone? See, we don't never understand that. We don't never think of that kind of stuff. So here, let's get back. Roger Barnes, what's going on, Roger Barnes? What's going on, Roger Barnes in the building? You know, one thing we can say is when God got a call for you, like, I think, if y'all ask me, I think Puffy missed his calling when God was trying to help God along. God was trying to help Puff. And we were all I was being patient. I know I was. I was like, yo, he's trying to help you. But you think that who you are is more powerful than how God can help you. And so now really your challenge is not against you and me. Your challenge is against you and God. And when you challenge God and you go against God, man, all kind of things happen, man. And it's just something that you can never feel comfortable with, to feel like you are that powerful. Like, let me give y'all some good knowledge. Lucifer was the director of the choirs. So Lucifer used to be in the choir. He used to direct. He used to be, you know, the music and everything, because music is real powerful. Music is the next powerful energy next to love. Love is powerful, and then there's music. Music is just as powerful as love, right? Peace, love, light. What's going on? I was waiting on you. Yeah, I'm coming out right here to speak. Autograph copy, you DM me. If you just want a version, you can go on Amazon and get one. Artist. Now he had Lil Mama, whatever that was. And then send a badge too for everybody. Yo, you know I like them badge things. If you can get a badge, that's dope too. Cause that be kind of like helping. Sometimes, man, I just don't never talk, because I'd be like, man, talk like this color, the Falcons jacket. Cause look at me. Still him. My eyes ain't bulging. His eyes is bulging out his head like he got high blood pressure. He's gaining all of this weight. Oh, man. Come on, man. I'm still hungry. I'm still going for it. What do you mean? What do you mean, man? You can't force someone to be with you. Cassie's young. Of course, if she and you the boss, how do you sleep with the help? You sleeping with the help?
Intermission. I gotta show y'all, Miss Leo. I gotta put my orders in now. But the thing is, Miss Leo, I can't decide from the 7-Up or the ginger ale tumbler, right? Because you know I love both of them, right? But I think I want like the cherry lemonade tumbler. And you know I got to get the ginger ale. But guys, if y'all want to, holiday season is coming up. She usually give like a fire for 10% off for the people that's in this chat. And if you put sugar in there, if she still does that, I don't know. But I'm gonna show you her stuff later. But the thing is, Miss Leah, can you make the tumblers a little bigger? Because I'm trying to drink a little bit more water. But we're gonna check out what she got. But guys, I know she does everything. But them tumblers, oh my God, the one that she got like with the sodas and stuff like that, I will be showing you guys later. And I want to put in my orders. I think I'm just gonna have to not decide and get both of them, the 7 Up and the ginger ale. Child. She be doing her thing. She be doing her thing. Yeah, YouTube is acting up. It's really slow. Yes, it is. It's very slow. Right? So, hold up. Just I want to get back to my girl Tiss too. We got so much to cover, baby. I don't even know where to go. I don't know where to go. But Cassie, soon as Cassie sued, everybody and their mama's coming out. Everybody and their mamas, their papas, their grandkids, everybody's coming. They not playing, girl. They not playing. They not playing. They not playing around. No, ma'am. No, they're not. Mm-hmm. Then they got my man Aaron Hall mixed up in this. Yes, ma'am. Now, this is my girl Tiss. But I'm going to start with the Aaron Hall, which we heard is crazy. Whoever was around heard this already. We heard this, but we didn't pay it no mind. But we will start with this. I will skip through a lot of this, right? Because if you want to see the whole video, go to Tissa Tells, because she be on it. Hopefully one day she come give us a visit too. She will come give us a visit. I love her, even when she was using the animation. But we're gonna go on to Tissa Tales because oh baby, yes, it really is hard to catch up. hmm But he's speaking regular. We want to get to the juice, baby. Juice. I know we running slow because of YouTube, but baby, we're gonna catch up. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. I love Tiss. Check her out. Look, Tiss Tells. Check out.
You know what? I gotta say, I think Kanye was right. I think Diddy might be fed. I'm not even joking. The angel of death is literally always following Diddy. He actually might be the angel. How did all this stuff happen and there were never charges filed? Y'all, let's get into the two missing doctors. Let's get into Cassie and what he did because it's not just the grotesqueness of it, it's the fact that licensed medical professionals went along with it. It's the fact that the New York Page Six, which is the gospel of New York society, yes, they are gossip, but they don't print anything unless it's verified. The New York Times, the New York Post, they are not trying to get sued. Page Six just did an expose on Diddy, and baby, they went back to when he was running with Heavy D. They went back to when he literally did a hayuka on Steve Stout. Y'all, we got to get into this. We literally have to get into this. Where do y'all want to start at first? Y'all want to start off with Cassie. He literally made, but the story is even crazy. I know you probably heard it, but the story is crazier. He made Cassie get a augmentation. She went home that night. He became a rage, rolled up to the doctor's office on some hooligan, bulligan, Brooklyn, kicking the door, waving the 4-4 mess. Told the doctor, I don't like the way they look. They need to come out now. The doctor was like, are you insane? Are you insane? The doctor couldn't believe it. The lady said Cassie just stood there sobbing. But what happened to the doctor? He ended up complying with Diddy, which again, how did you not have your license removed? But what happened to the doctor, well, that was even sicker, right? Let's talk about it. Let's also talk about the very obvious things, shall we? Let's talk about Kim's wiki page because a lot of y'all, I did our thing. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Kim's wiki page. Kim Porter, when she passed away, Diddy went on a whole spree using it for attention. Kim Porter had a working wiki page. I mean a Wikipedia page. I know there's stuff called Wikidata, Wikilit. Those aren't wiki pages. Those are just random websites that are run by people that you pay, the Simon Grabodia pays $65 and they'll put whatever you want. They'll say that you were related to Gandhi, Einstein, Queen Elizabeth, and whoever else you want. Okay? Now here's the thing. Kim Porter used to have a wiki page. It looks like the wiki page got pulled down the day Diddy settled with Cassie. I have receipts because some of y'all were like, I just checked. Her wiki page is up. It is not up. Wiki info is not Wikipedia. Let me throw this stuff up on the Summer Jam screen so y'all can feel me though, right? Actually, can I share a screen? Hey, what's up, Kelsey K? Thank you so much for the super sticker. What's up, guys, right? Listen, Queen Bmar said, sorry I'm late. I had to gather a bitch. Listen, it happens. It happens. Usually it's me when I'm in the supermarket. But all jokes aside, Kim Porter's Wikipedia page is down. It was pulled down. People are saying Puffy pulled it down. And it went down the day that he settled with Cassie. I've always maintained, I know y'all were like, but I've always maintained Diddy, and I've said this in a lot of my videos, go watch them. They're actually pretty good. Diddy, right?
Listen to music without muting the world around you. Live stream your creations from your POV. Take calls without interrupting your flow. Capture your unique perspective in an instant, straight from glasses. The next generation of smart glasses by Ray-Ban and Meta.
According to the CDC, the timing of flu season is difficult to predict. It varies in different parts of the country and from season to season. It's important to get your annual flu shot in early fall before the flu begins spreading in your community. According to the CDC, an annual flu vaccination is recommended for anyone 6 months of age or older. It's especially important to protect at-risk populations, including those at an increased risk from complications from the flu. People who should not get a flu shot include children younger than 6 months of age and people with severe, life-threatening allergies to any ingredient in a flu vaccine. If you've had a severe allergic reaction to a flu vaccine in the past, it's important to talk with your healthcare provider to determine whether a flu shot is appropriate for you. It's important to get the flu shot every year because the body's protection from the vaccine declines over time. Flu viruses can also vary from year to year, so getting the latest vaccine formulation provides optimal protection. It takes about 2 weeks for your body to build protection after getting a flu shot, so the CDC recommends vaccinating in early fall before flu season typically begins. Because influenza viruses are always changing, the flu vaccine is reviewed annually and updated to offer increased protection. This season, CVS Pharmacy and MinuteClinic offer the standard or quadrivalent flu vaccine, as well as senior dose vaccines for adults aged 65 and older.
We live in America. When it comes to civil trials, usually the person with money has the upper hand. Do you know how hard it is in America to prove? Do you know how hard it is in America to actually prove, right? Prove SA or grape, or especially if you have a long-term partner, it's been going for a long time, and you leave them and come back. Do you know how hard it is to prove? Do you know that when somebody has that much money, they can hire the best lawyers and bankrupt you? Do you know that Puffy could have countersued her for lies, defamation, blah, 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 blah? She could have gotten off. I mean, he could have gotten off. and Cassie would have been bankrupt, less than bankrupted. And if you think that fairness makes you a victor in court, please grow up. We live in America. The person with more money usually gets the fair trial. Let's be real, because they have better lawyers and people believe them and blah, 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 right? Who would believe someone going against Diddy? But remember Kanye said, yo, Diddy feds. You the feds. Remember when Kanye was like, don't come near me, Diddy. I don't want no problem. And we were all like, oh my God, Kanye's having another episode. Somebody come get this man. Remember when all that was happening? Y'all, I'm now beginning to think that Kanye was 100% right. Now let's pull up this wiki page, shall we? The wiki page, let me see. Can I share this with y'all? Or am I going to have to pull it up on my screen? I don't want y'all to see what I've been shopping for in Revolve. You know, my contract, I'm like my contract. You know, Revolve. I always have a shopping cart open. I never press purchase. So it is what it is. Okay. Now, when you go to Diddy's page, or even when you search Kim Porter, okay, on Wikipedia, what comes up? As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. Hold on. I'm going to describe it, why I'm doing it. So when you search Kim Porter, Wikipedia. Where are we at? Okay. When you search Kim Porter Wikipedia, can you guys see that? When you search it, what's the first thing you guys see? Immediately what comes up is Sean Combs. Wikipedia again, Sean Combs. Then you get something called wikidata.org. That is not a wiki page. A wiki page is a page that the public makes for you, usually when you pass away, when you die. Wikidata is just to say that you died and there was some way you were mentioned in popular pop culture. It has nothing to do with the actual Wikipedia, if that makes any sense. Can you guys see the screen or no? I see a couple of you guys saying you can't. Can you? You can't see? All right, hold on. Let me airdrop this. 1 second. I'll airdrop it to myself. My whole point of the matter is when you go down to the links, you actually see. Let me try one more time. When you actually scroll down, it's going to be on the screen in a second. Hold on. Here we go.
For this week only, you can get NFL Sunday tickets starting at just $89. So you don't have to change teams, even if you change towns. Sign up now.
Okay. Do you guys see? All right. You see, right? When you type in Kim Porter Wikipedia page, anybody that has a Wikipedia should be able to see that. Kim Porter Wikipedia page, correct? What's the first thing? When you used to do that, what came up was Kim Porter. Her death was on TMZ. It was in People. Puffy relaunched his career. Everybody knew this woman passed away. Kim Porter already had a Wikipedia page. But now that you put in Kim Porter Wikipedia, what do you see? You see Sean Combs, don't you? Right? Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me just see if I can blow this up a little bit bigger for you guys, because I swear I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, that's as big as I can make it. Y'all gonna have to deal with this. It's as big as I can make it, all right? So when you search, you usually see something or other, right? Hey, what's up, Familia? Kim, what's up? from Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Okay, so let me get to the point, right? Kim used to have a Wikipedia page. Now, as you guys, some of you guys like to tell me, I searched. Her Wikipedia is still under. No, this is wikidata.org, right? This is wikidata.org. Look at this right there. Wikidata.org is not a wiki page. Wikidata is just a database that you existed. Something was written about you. You somehow existed. Kim Porter, American actress, right? It has also her known names. Again, this is nothing but a database. It's not a wiki page. But when you get into statements, instances of 0, sex or gender, oh, she's female. Country of residency, United States. Birth name, Kimberly and Antoine. What is this? Antoinette Porter. Given name, Kimberly. Family name, date of birth, place of birth. Okay, that's cool, but this ain't a wiki page. Unmarried partner, I'll be sure. Sean Holmes, correct? Again, look at this. The statement has the children. It's very, very bare bones. Look at this right here. This is the Wikipedia. The Wikipedia is where people can actually talk about things that happened in your life. Again, Wikidata means you existed at one point, but there is no wiki page for you. Look at this. Wikipedia, 0 entries. Wiki News, 0 entries. Wiki Source, Wiki Voyage, multilingual sites, Wiki Books, Wiki Quote, Wikiversity, and Wiktionary. Nothing. There used to be an entry for Kim. If you guys want to juxtapose that, with what a Wikipedia page actually looks like, let's go to Diddy's Wikipedia page, because you know that when you ask like, oh, Kim Porter Wikipedia, it now takes you to Diddy's page. Now somebody said, how could Diddy do that? Does he even have the power to do that? Again, I'm getting into what is Diddy feds? Again, can you get somebody's page pulled down? If you're just like, oh, this is insensitive to death, I honestly don't know. I know that she used to have a page and it shut down on or around when Cassie settled with Diddy. Okay, let me just keep going down and say thanks for my super chat. 1 second, guys, because we're getting somewhere. Because you're gonna flip out when you hear this. I swear.
There's truly nothing better than a little self-care.
Times for these two of these couples, but it's been renewed. Quincy has a link. The pneumonia has a link. Everybody had. Cassie has a link. Misa Hilton Brim has a link. So where's Kim's link? And why was Kim's link removed? Why was Kim's
30
link
ounces
removed?
okay
After he settled with Cassie. Well, I have a few theories. Okay, I'm putting together like this little like expose thing. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna drop it tomorrow, but I want you guys to know today, because it has a twist, a plot ending that you didn't see coming. But let me just give you a little.
Which page, Miss Leah?
Cassie, I believe she didn't have a good chance to win that Puffy suit with all Puffy's money. That's why everybody was so surprised that she actually filed. When she won and settled 24 hours, it confirmed a lot of things to people that know anything about law. Again, these are suspicions and speculation. My channel is nothing but speculation. But let me tell you what I'm thinking, and you let me know if you agree with me or if you think different. All right. Here's the thing. Kim, Cassie, Puffy, Kamora Lee Simmons, and a lot of people are tied together.
Oh, no joke.
And when Kanye says that he might be feds, I don't know if he is, but he's starting to look like the Black Epstein to me. Kim Porter died under mysterious circumstances, right? She had pneumonia, all this stuff. What if I told you that those circumstances were even more gruesome and more mysterious than you could know? We're going to come back to that. You know, I love a good cliffhanger. All right. I'm putting it together for the video tomorrow. But let's talk about Cassie really, really quickly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because Cassie kind of shows
Let me see.
what actually is going on. I have to read you a little bit
Oh.
from the article for those of you guys that don't know what's going on,
Audible?
just so I
Finish
can
your rice.
make sure that everybody's on the same
And then
page,
drink the
okay?
soda. And then you take
If
it
you
later.
guys don't know, Diddy demanded that Cassie get a job on her
Finish
chest.
it up. Then
The
come.
reason he demanded that, I believe, is because he was trying to turn her into a J-Lo clone.
I
She
try to
didn't
tell
actually
you.
look like a mixture of between me, of J-Lo, and Misa Hilton Brim.
Uh-huh.
I think he wanted Cassie's body to look more like J-Lo. Especially
Uh-huh.
back in the day, J-Lo's body was top tier. It still is, right? However, this is what you guys
Try
need
to
to
tell
know.
you that.
Diddy pressured Cassie to get those blanks,
Mm-hmm.
only to demand she reverse the surgery the next day, despite health risks, because he felt they were too big. But that's not the gag. That's horrible. It's disgusting. It's
Mhm.
everything, but it's not the gag, right? Now, the source sounds like they work for the doctor because they said the only people in the room were Diddy and Cassie. I don't see why they would have an assistant there. Plus, if it was an assistant, however, doctors always have to have a nurse and a medical assistant in the room because they don't want any accusations of impropriety. So somebody witnessed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now get this. They said Cassie
Yeah,
had her
Pooh Bear.
when Diddy first went in to get Cassie surgery. He was like really, really hyped. He was like, all right, bet. Let's go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he went and he talked to the doctor. He was in the room with Cassie, and the woman that was there was the source, man or woman, was really, really concerned because they said Cassie didn't do anything. She just kind of sat there like a shell of a person. She had
Mm-hmm.
no opinion for what should have been happening in her body. Diddy wanted the size, he wanted to stay. And listen, Dr. Ryan, he was a celebrity plastic surgeon, was really, really, really geeked to do it. Because you know how it is. Look at Dr. Armani
Yes,
or
I am,
Armand or
mother.
whatever his name is that does the Kardashians. When you do a celebrity and you do a good job, that means your business is about to blow up. So he was like, all right, bet. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Cassie went to the surgery. Everything was fine. She got sent home.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where things get weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, girl.
Diddy saw Cassie when she got home
Yep.
and lost his ever-loving mind.
Mm-hmm.
He literally popped up at the office and told the guy, yo, what is going on? These are too big. This isn't what I asked for. This gotta come out. He was threatening. He was in the guy's face. The guy was flustered. The doctor, this is Dr. Ryan, was
You
flustered.
finish all your food?
Literally, the source said Diddy thought they could go
You
right
get
back
more.
into surgery, like right now, to take him out. Cassie had just left surgery, not even 10 hours before. Not even 10 hours before. And he wanted her to march back in and get them readjusted because they weren't to his liking.
My
Dr.
goodness.
Ryan was like, no way. He tried to explain, you got to wait at least 3 months. She had just been opened up. This is dangerous. You can get infection. You can get sepsis. If you rip it open, they might not heal right. It could be
You don't
scar
want no more?
tissue. There's so many things that could happen. Diddy didn't care. He was like, yo, they got to come out. Call who you need to call. They got to come out. Now get this. This is the part that I'm like, yo, does Diddy, is he feds? Does he have an angel of death? Because the doctor eventually ended up taking them out. He literally, because Diddy got so upset and was making such a ruckus. You know what Diddy, when he get mad, it's the Thuggers Ruggers Ball. It's the Thuggers Ruggers Ball. Okay, fine, right? But you just hear bone thugs. And then usually when Diddy's around, you hear boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You hear Crossroads, right? Anyway, so anyway, they said the calculus changed when Puffy, because this girl didn't want to talk about it. The calculus changed when Cassie actually sued Puffy. And this person that's giving the source to an actual accredited newspaper is saying that she was willing to join Cassie and testify because what she saw that he did actually shocked her. All right. She said, I never thought Cassie would ever come forward to talk about this. Even though Cassie only put a few things in her complaint, apparently everybody that knew her knew that it was just like Monsters Ball in that piece, right? She said that, let me just get back to this. She said, I've always been traumatized myself by what I saw Cassie go through. To me, watching this, it was just cruel. It was horrible. She was treated like a rat. It was literally like her voice was snatched and there was nothing she could do. That if she started standing up for herself, she'd be in trouble. She knew to keep quiet and go along with whatever Puffy was saying. Oh, it's not over. It's not over. So she said that Puffy was in there literally cursing out the doctor, getting really, really bold, getting really, really aggressive. This happened in 2009. Diddy had done nearly all the talking during the consultation. It was him talking about what he wanted. She was like his doll, like a dress-up doll. She had a flat chest. He said he wanted a full shape, sexy, but not too big. Again, I think he wanted J-Lo's. I think, and that's the thing. I think before Cassie, Diddy was obsessed with J-Lo, and I think he was trying to make Cassie into J-Lo. Hold on, I'm getting into the plot twist. Hold on. She said, usually men act like, oh my God, I just want her to be happy. This is the source saying it when they know they really want it for themselves. Okay, fine. Now get this. Men are usually kind of quiet in these consultations. It was
We
out
tried
of
to
the
tell
ordinary
y'all
that he
that
was doing all the
before.
talking and she wasn't saying anything. She was more like a Stepford wife, agreeable, amiable, but very quiet. Now, he was quiet to have, the doctor was super happy to have
We
Diddy
was
there,
trying to
okay?
say that
He was in
before.
RP
He
mode. He
was trying
charged
to
Diddy
turn her into
16,000.
J-Lo.
He was super proud of the outcome, but the results left Diddy furious. The next day, he wanted to meet Dr. Ryan and discuss having the blanks removed for a smaller size. Okay. Dr. Ryan flipped out because Puffy was being so aggressive, so rude, so weird, so just not even caring that the doctor called this witness in. She said he wanted me there. He needed some support. He thought there would be strength in numbers without me helping him navigate through this. But Diddy just blew up even further. They said it was a day after surgery and Cassie looked like she was in pain. The doctor was shocked and seemed like he was going to pee his pants. Like, what am I going to do with this? Again, Diddy was like in his face. He was trying to hold his ground that this was never going to happen, assuring him that we can get to that desired result, but we need time. The doctor was saying, like, there's a lot of swelling down, but that'll go down. You're seeing a lot of swelling. It's a lot of fluid. It's going to go down. Listen, Puffy didn't care. He was like, no, they got to come out. Meanwhile, Cassie's sitting in the corner crying her eyes out because she has to go under therapy. I mean, not under therapy. She has to go back in for.
Hello Fresh is here. And my week just got so much easier. Tonight I'm going to be making sweet chili pork and cabbage stir fry.
Whatever. And it was already painful enough. Here's the thing, which lets you think, what is Puffy into? First thing that's a red flag. The doctor succumbed to the pressure. A plastic surgeon to the stars that is accredited through the United Medical Board or whatever, literally agreed to remove implants out of a newly operated on patient, all because the boyfriend was getting in his face. Like Puffy said, I don't care who you gotta call, you better have it now. The doctor was so nervous. He said, okay, I'll get my team together and we'll take them out. We'll do a smaller size. The doctor said he felt bad for her and it was sad. It was just so sad. And while all this was going on, Cassie was not talking at all. She was crying. She was visibly traumatized, but she wasn't saying anything at all. She was just going along with whatever he said. She wasn't advocating for herself, for her boobs at all. And Diddy was not comforting Cassie at all. Privately, Dr. Ryan told me it was a mutilation. But again, you guys wonder why, not y'all, but people wonder why Cassie didn't leave. Cassie didn't do this. It was a mutilation of the fact that he could go in to a high-powered plastic surgeon and have him break every ethical oath he had. Every ethical oath he had, just because he wanted something that looked, in my opinion, look more like J-Lo's.
See, the same people, right, who says, why this person leave? Why didn't that person leave? But then these are the same people who speak upon tradition. Ask your grandmama. why she ain't leave. Ask your great grandmama why she ain't leave. They received somewhat the same treatment of abuse. Oh, my grandmother and grandfather, they've been, depending on your age bracket. Nah, grandma was not happy. Why you never ask grandma why you ain't leave? Well, you know you could have left. Everybody love who they love. You would never come to somebody you love and say no crap like that. But why you didn't ask them that? Why when if grandpa passed away and you found out about all his other families, ain't nobody asked grandma why, and grandma knew. Why nobody didn't ask grandma why she ain't leave? Why nobody didn't ask grandma why she put up with it? Or great grandma why she put up with it? Now, these are worse conditions. See, again, when we speak upon abuse, people who has never been abused do not understand the levels of abuse. That's like you have a lot of people say, I couldn't make it in slavery. They'd have had you'd have not been in slavery to know what you would have and would not have done. You ain't been there. A lot of them said the same thing. But they daggle stuff over your head. They daggle your kids, your mama. Sometimes they don't even take you out, but they make you suffer. Or they will just have to unalive me, baby. That's the easiest thing to do. They're not going to make life easy for you. So until we've been in them type of situations, stop saying what you would do and what you wouldn't do and what somebody should do. Because a lot of things people who say this don't do absolutely nothing at all but run their damn mouth anyway. And if people stop listening, people, I hate when people who have been abused have to hear these stories, have to hear about money. They have to hear this. So it's like the victim is being victimized again, but nobody's talking about the behavior. But on this behalf, people are talking about the behavior. Well, let's carry on. Remember, I'm gonna skip through some stuff. But I thought J-Lo did that because she didn't want West. Baby, I don't know why J-Lo did it, but I do know that he was he seen Cassie as a young J-Lo, right? Remember that Virgo, as you see, gonna hold back. They're gonna get you. J-Lo ain't going for it. That lioness ain't going for it. None of that. Especially when she has her own career, she makes her own money. So out of all the women that he has been with, he could not control J-Lo. He tried. She tried. She been through whatever she been through, but that whole he wanted over J-Lo wasn't going to happen. Lioness was not going to let that happen. And then she made sure she aligned herself that with people that was just who was powerful at that time. Remember, he's Puff Daddy. At that point, he's Puff Daddy. He ain't Diddy or none of that other stuff. Remember, she already had record company, if I'm not mistaken. She had Tommy Mottola. She had other people. So she made sure she knew people. So Puffy get out of order, she knew people. Remember, them lions don't play. Them lions don't play. And what he thought he was gonna put J-Lo like, nah, ninja, bye. But the rest of them, that's why he didn't pick somebody like a Beyonce, right? He made sure that he didn't, Puffy want so much control. He didn't want a power couple. A power couple cannot work for him because he must be in control. So he ain't gonna have it to where, even though Miami Young Miami, she just started, but Miami ain't got no money compared to him. But he know he can still mold Young Miami. You ain't molding J-Lo. Ain't gonna happen. And like his other women, figure I got enough money, you ain't got to buy nothing, but you gonna give me. But J-Lo is different. Ninja, I got my own money. I started from nothing. I'm doing me. So what J-Lo did was she observed how the man worked, and she took his work ethic and combined it with hers, and she's where she's at now. J-Lo did that's crazy. J-Lo and her, but J-Lo did the one thing the rest could not do, and that was absorb his work ethic, his business ethic. That's why a lot of people who dealt with with Diddy go downhill. J-Lo read everything and made it work for her and went uphill. Remember, she came out with the cologne. Oh, Ninja, you want to do a song about me? Well, love don't cost a thing, right? So she had her two ways. Ninja, you could do a song. I could do a song too. Ain't it funny? So J-Lo had a little get back where they didn't. They didn't. But he was not going to get full control over her. But Cassie did what his other people could not do, was get their money. And everybody could say what they want about Cassie, but you don't see none of Puffy people who worked with Puffy saying nothing. It's all these all these got a lot to say. They got a lot to say because they see themselves through Puffy having money and control over women and people and making them do whatever I want them to do. So they're living through Puffy. They're living through all of these monsters. They're living through monsters because they want to be that monster. Yes, mother. Exactly. Exactly. But we got so much more to go. Let's shake, rattle, and roll.
Didn't even give Cassie time to heal. He
I'm
didn't
gonna skip
even
through
give
some
Cassie
of
time
this.
for the painkiller to tell.
No living being should ever eat processed food for every single.
Drives off cliffs. Yeah, you guys. Somebody said you can find her page, the Quincy Brown's wiki. It's not much, but it's there. It's under his parents. Again, thank you guys. Find her page under Quincy's. So basically the links for Kim's page have all been rerouted to Diddy's. Now, here's the thing. I believe that Diddy, some way or somehow, actually had ownership of Kim's wiki page. Because here's the thing. Wikipedias are public domain. They are. However, the people that start the Wikipedias, that start them, have the ability to shut them down. We've seen that a lot of time with fan accounts, right? Fan accounts will start a Wikipedia page. They don't like the way that the star's moving, and the person that owned that Wikipedia page will shut it down. Now, usually with fan accounts, the fan accounts will come back. Like another fan will start a new wiki page, and then they'll be on Reddit and Twitter and be like, yo, hit it up, and then they'll follow again. So it's no problem because the whole point of wiki pages is to be Googleable. But the people that set up wiki pages can also be the ones that either pull them down or redirect. Now, Diddy was so obsessed with Cassie that he looked after her health, her wellness, her thing. He looked at her OBJ. He literally, that was his body. That's the way he treated her. I'm sure it was the same way with Kim. I'm sure when Kim decided to start a wiki page, because don't forget, wiki is pretty new, right? Last 10 years, wiki really blew up. I'm really sure that Puffy wanted control of that. I'm pretty sure that Puffy set up the wiki page for her, because if Puffy is that controlling, you my girl, you my woman, like I need you representing me. And Puffy actually took over. So, right? Somebody said, Tisa, I just did a deep dive on Carisha's IG, and she's always wearing whiter nails or really, really light pink. That's almost white. Scary. You know, Marquita, it is scary, but let me just say this, right? I feel really, really bad. I mean, incredibly bad for anyone that thinks, because I'm not going to lie. I went on vacation. I know what y'all saying. I'm always on vacation. I went on vacation in August, and the manicure, I didn't know, I hadn't even packed yet. And you know, my boyfriend's like, he is obsessed with only having a carry-on. I get a carry-on, and then I get like my little like bag that sits on top of the carry-on. And that's it. If not, we're going to have problems. He hates going to baggage, whatever. He takes me a lot of places. It's God, he's insane, right? But you know how it is with men. They can use like a carry-on. So I've tried to like spruce it up. You know, I'm going to make an extra large carry-on. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But at the end of the day, the dramatic rendition, you know I'm going to do it. This is, hold on, let me pull this up. But what do y'all honestly think about that? Do you even think that it's actually safe? Of Pac, y'all remember that, followed by the murder of Notorious Big. According to Gene Dill, who was Diddy's bodyguard at the time, all right, Puffy was also, as you remember, Biggie's best friend, and he signed him to Bad Boy record label. He was also Biggie's boss, and he was also in charge of making sure that Biggie had adequate security. Okay? Peace, love, prayer said, is Orlando Brown talking? He was the Mel Cassie. Yo, you know what? No lie. Now I see why Orlando Brown lost his ever-loving mind. If he was the female Cassie, listen, Kimya, Noreen, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Kimya. Or is it Kim? Yeah, it's Kimya. Honey Drizzle said, Google search Latham versus the 1953 trust when you get the chance and connect the dots. Just because you're not on one indictment does not mean you're not. Okay, I agree with that. Thank you so much, Honey Drizzle. Everybody Google Latham versus 1953 trust. Let me shut that down because you know I love research. Latham. Y'all know I'm going to make a video about it tomorrow. So y'all know I'm going to make a video about this mess. Okay, thank you so much, Honey Drizzle. I appreciate it, Mama. Okay, so they titled the article The Wheels of Friendship. This is about the Steve Stout. They wrote in 1999 that Puffy paid $500,000 to Steve Stout. But paying $500,000 to Steve Stout don't have nothing to do with the prosecutors. Why is he not underneath there? That same year, Puffy was in a club in New York in Times Square with his then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez and rap protege Shine when the shooting erupted. Later that night, the group's car was stopped by the cops. And they were all charged with criminal possession of a weapon and possession of stolen property. All three were arrested, even though, you know, J-Lo got out like 14 hours later. Both Shine and Combs were charged in connection with the incident. Puffy, whose legal team included O.J. Simpson's future attorney, Johnny Cochran, skated. Shine was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Y'all, let's also not forget that everybody said that Shine was not set up by Puffy, but he convinced them somehow to take the rap for him. Everybody that was there was like, no, Puffy was the one acting up. Shine was just the one that caught the case. And Puffy's past, present, probably even his future, all say, I 100% believe that Puffy was the one doing all that mess. Like, you can't tell me. Anyway, right? Puffy's driver at the time, Wardell Fenderson, testified at the time that he'd been warned not to take the job because Diddy was, people told him, very arrogant, very demanding, and has a very, very hot temper and some acquaintances of a bad nature. You know, Puffy's dad used to work for Frank Lucas, right? Just saying. Puff Daddy, as he was known then, was found not guilty and changed his name to P. Diddy. He eventually lost J-Lo for good as the couple announced their split on Valentine's Day 2001. Isn't it funny? He split from J-Lo and then he met Cassie and turned her into the new J-Lo.
He didn't do that.
In an interview with Vibe magazine in 2003, listen to how sick this guy is. J-Lo said the romance was the first time she wasn't with someone who was not faithful to her. My, how things change. It was a simpler time. Puffy literally kicked off and everybody in that mug started cheating on J-Lo. What a simpler time. Anyway, she said, I was in this relationship with Puff where I was totally crying, crazy, and going nuts. It really took my whole life into a tailspin. Sounds like he was emotionally abusing her.
No.
Also, maybe he was gaslighting, maybe it was narc abuse, right? She said, I never caught him, but I just knew. She says that she and Diddy split so often that he didn't believe it when she left him for good in February 2001. Sounds a lot like Cassie. I had to think, do I want to be home with kids in 10 years wondering where somebody is at 3 a.m? It makes me think whether he put his hands on J-Lo. And I know J-Lo doesn't want to admit it. She's been to the ringer. She's going through the ringer right now with Ben. But things to make you go home. Okay, so anyway, right?
No, he ain't put his hands on.
They said Jennifer says that she and Diddy used to argue. Also in 1999, get this. This is another one that made me think, boy, you are the MF and feds, right? In 1999.
Meet your next pillow. Why do we make our pillow in the shape of a cube? I'll tell you. The problem with pillows is that you're trying to fit a round peg into a square hole, or rather a pillow-shaped peg.
There was a Detroit talk show host, okay? His name was Rogelio Mills. Do y'all remember this story? Because I didn't even know about the story. I had to research, but it's a real story, right? So it's something called somebody called Rogelio Mills. He alleged that Diddy and his entourage assaulted him after he asked about rumors linking him to Biggie's death. They were in a radio station. They were interviewing Diddy. They were in the studio. He asked him like, yo, what's going on with this? Blah, 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 blah. Not even in a disrespectful way. Just like, yo, do you want to come out and say something? You want to deny it? Diddy launched at him at work. On the stand, asked by his attorney what happened. His attorney, yo, like, what happened? Okay. Do you know what Puff said?
What?
Somebody guess.
What did it say, girl?
Anyone?
Tell us.
He said he doesn't remember.
Okay.
He said that he just blacked out. He said this man got accosted and beat up at his work for asking a question. And he said he doesn't remember, but it's not over. He went on and said, I just remember ending the interview. He literally said that he blacked out. The jury ruled in favor of Diddy, a decision that was upheld on appeal. A 2004 New York Magazine profile report.
I'm skipping. We got more to get to.
Acknowledgement and appreciation of rap and R&B categories. However, former Bad Boy star Mace retorted on Instagram, your past business practices knowingly has continued purposely to starve your artists and been extremely unfair to the very same artists that helped you obtain that icon award on the iconic Bad Boy label. Another industry source told Page 6, people feel like Sean screwed people over. Rappers and hip hop talent view him having taken advantage of them. He was seen as a king, and there's a perception that he badly treated the princes and the princesses of the next generation. Y'all. Who did Puffy piss off? I don't care what y'all
Exactly.
say. Kanye told the truth when he said, F you, like, you feds.
Exactly.
I thought he was like tripping.
Exactly.
He did it.
Who did he piss
Now, somebody
off?
said, will Revolt be canceling the Combs reality show that they started filming at the beginning of the year? They've canceled other shows off of He Said, She Said. They better cancel that one. Do you think, here's the thing. I honestly do think in my heart of heart, I don't even think Puffy is a narcissist. I think he is a sociopath. That's my opinion. I don't know.
Hey, Paula.
I don't know him. Make your own opinion up. But based off of what I read and I see, Yo, Puffy seems like a stone cold sociopath.
Mm.
Y'all know that he really hired a high power PR team to help him through this. You know that he thinks he's going to come out from this. You know that he thinks that he is going to do something to make everybody forget. You know, the funny thing is that I'm worried about what's going to happen between him and Young Miami. You think they staying together? Now, I know what y'all saying.
staying
They
by that
all say they're
man.
each other's friends and they're together. But the thing is, people are, that PR team is saying that Young Miami, like I said, gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
You need to, like, and here's the funny thing about Young Miami. I really like the City Girls. I like Young Miami. Like, whatever. JT, so beautiful. JT is the doll.
Mhm.
JT is the Barbie. JT is like one of the prettiest women. You should see her in real life. JT is, right? She's a Barbie. So here's the thing, right? JT and Miami were the City Girls. The City Girls were taking over. Diddy got involved because he is salt to anybody that's growing. Sprinkle that on them, they started getting fractures. Now, I know they both have boyfriends. I know Uzi be taking JT. I get that. But the fact that Carisha became more focused on being Mrs. Diddy than her career, and that said, I like, it's her career. I don't know. Like, you see what happens in the rap game. Maybe there's a bunch of other Diddies, and she's like, yeah, whatever. Better the devil you know. But her whole brand now is tied up in like sex, but not just like missionary, but like big video, like just like turn it off. The kids can't hear this. She got that board game, right? That's just like freaky deaky. Her podcast is all about freaky deaky. Cool. That's cool. Everybody growing and sexy. Do what you want. But even like her promoting De Leon, is she been getting paid for that? Or is she just doing it as a favor with a De Leon? But the other stuff that she's doing, she has Revolt on TV. Diddy is her boss.
Yep.
So I don't think she has a choice to separate from Diddy, even though, no lie, if Young Miami was really on that City Girl mess, she would sue Puffy. Cassie just said, if she was really on that come up City Girl with the bag at, if she was really on some City Girl mess, hear me now. She would sue Puffy right now. She would be like, she would literally be crying, pointing to like everybody be like, girl, what's wrong? That's all you gotta do. Just point to the fingernails. That's all you gotta do. And we'll be like, ugh. Oh my God.
That's why let me see. Diddy didn't even promote what he don't have nothing to do with the City Girls album. City Girls was out before he met her. So he doesn't have to promote their album. But that's why if you seen a recent interview and somebody was asking him, oh, do you double date with you and little Uzi Vert and Puff? And they was like, no. They was like, no. Mm-mm. So, but far as like her show, something Carisha and everything else, people don't do their research. If I'm not mistaken, he owned Young Miami too. See, we don't know who he pissed off, right? But we know he pissed somebody off. See, and then you got these dun-dun-dun-duns that's not in the entertainment world going Cassie. The last album flopped. He couldn't do nothing. His ass, he knew them charges was coming, Paula. What you want him to do? He knew his ass was in hot water. It was nothing he could do. He knew it was nothing. Who would listen to him? Who ain't nobody listening to him right about now? Ain't nobody listening to him. He couldn't do nothing. He was better off leaving it alone. Let it flop on his own. But it would have flopped even more with him. That's why I tell y'all women, y'all got whatever y'all like, y'all go after it and get it. Because when you get with these men, you are owned. For you, a man gonna own you for a pocketbook, a bag, some name brand clothes, you are now owned. You don't need it that bad to be treated the way that you're going to be treated. Because you guys think because you're the wife or you're the main girl that you are special. Not to a if you're not special to a Pookie or a Ray Ray, right? And I hate to say Pookie and Ray Ray because they were legit nicknames back in the days. They were legit nicknames. So that didn't mean that you were broke. That was a legit nickname. Yo, Ray Ray, yo, Pookie. So we keep putting it like they're bums or something, but they're not. They're regular nicknames. But I'm going to just say it for the sake of because they say Pookie and Ray Ray. If Pookie and Ray Ray can't respect you with no money, what do you think these billionaires going to do? But in your mind, well, at least I can get something out of them. Pookie and Ray Ray can't do nothing for me. Baby, at least Pookie and Ray Ray ain't got you on the operating table twice. These Pookie and Ray Ray ain't making you do things you never thought that you would do or put up with whatever you have to put up with. At least you get to see Pookie and Ray Ray a little bit more. But the thing is, work for your own. There's too many opportunities out here for women. You do not need for somebody to take care of you. Because it's been proven that if we're still here, women are still here who has never been taken care of. We're still here. We're still eating. We still got a roof over our head. We still living. We good. If you find a good man, hey, beautiful. But make sure you have your own. Even that, what's that Neo? None of his women listen to his own song. Miss Independent. That's why I love her. None of his women, they didn't be independent. Yes. Yes. Own pets, not people. Baby, you become their pet. You said that's so right. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. But y'all want to live that fabulous life, not knowing that you can do it yourself. You got a lot of these men want you to help them because they know with your help, hey, Miyat, mwah, what's up, baby? I missed you. These men know, oh, we need you to help us. No, they want your ideas. They want to hear what you have to say containing their business so they can take the credit for it and call you a help. So why not do it yourself? Everything you telling that man to do, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? Women, take your time. You ain't got to write a big old novel, but write books or write poetry. Get around other women and create. We are the creators. Create. Do something. Stop wanting to say, wanting to be the woman on that man's arm. And as you see, the women ain't never got nowhere. They got status, they got good pocketbooks, yeah, they got a big old house, they got maids, but they ain't got they see their staff more than what they see their spouse. Their spouse got to travel, especially them entertainers. They're on the road damn near 10 months out of the year, 9 to 10 months out of the year. And then even when they're not on the road, they have business to take care of every single day. They ain't got no time to be home with you. So yeah, you look good, but you ain't got the man. Yeah, unlimited cooked meals, whatever. Right? So let's carry on. But actually, I want to get back to her. I want to keep this moving. Right? And this, if I got the right one, this from my man For No Fame. I love For No Fame. I ain't wanting his replay gang, 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 gang. We already seen T.I.'s son, which baby, I'm so glad T.I. got a handle. T.I. got a handle of that. But these kids think they're gonna keep jumping up in these parents' face. My oh my. Lifestyles of the fiction fameless, some blank with the name, some done, some blank nameless. It's all the same thing. Let's see what he got here. I did not watch it, but I know he's good. I'm going to credit this to my man for no fame. See his name right there? Just in case I forget to drop it in. I'm going to credit that to my man for no fame. This thing is moving so slow. So slow. It won't even let me open it, right? So I have to see it the way it is. Oh, now it is.
New sexual assault lawsuit, man. We got a new one. Another one. Told y'all they not stopping. I know how these people work, man. I studied them, man. I told you, man, you got to study your opponent. I've been studying them for years, man. That's how I was able to keep my ass out the way, man. I'm not making this shit up, y'all. When they get to campaigning on shit like this, it ain't gonna stop till they reach their goal. And the number one goal that is being reached, that has already been accomplished, is his name is Doodoo. His name is Doodoo, and I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if Diddy was smart, that nigga will pull a Russell Simmons. I'm gonna say it again. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I think they got Diddy smoking weed and everything now.
Damn.
The nigga lips turning black, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, like I said, it is clear in your face. So hopefully now everybody got a clear picture of what's going on in the world.
Take that.
Y'all, they've been having us on color people time for so long. And he is one of the individuals that was put in charge to control color people time. This is why we so behind, y'all. And today, that's my main point. I want to prove how we're behind, how we're always behind, and I'm going to prove it through media. This thing with Diddy is deeper than the sexual assault case, y'all. It's to show you, man, gateways are being opened up.
Yep.
YouTube, entertainment. When you see big individuals falling, it's time for them to get out the way so that gateway can open up
Yep.
to others.
Yep.
And being that we're in a time of truth, the truth has to be revealed.
Yep.
That's why I kept telling y'all, we in Revelations, all things will be revealed. Whether you like it or not, that goes for me. If I'm a fraud, goddamn it, I'm gonna be exposed. If I'm a liar, I'm gonna get crucified. You get what I'm saying? That's how this shit go. But see, what a lot of people didn't do, they didn't redeem themselves. They didn't cleanse themselves. They didn't change their ways. So therefore,
but you see, y'all gotta remember, right? Who remembers when Andre Harrell himself had to fire Diddy? Even though that opened up the floodgate so he could do Bad Boy, but Bad Boys was supposed to be under Uptown Records. But he was out of control then. Andre Harrell himself had to fire him, which he said that was the best thing that could have happened. And then he always said, I changed my ways. I'm better. I'm better. But he was always uncontrollable. He always had a temper. And don't get me my Scorpios, but he's that scorpion that had to sting himself because nobody else could sting him. Sometimes them Scorpios are so powerful. Sometimes you gotta just get out of their way so they can sting themselves. And that is the case of what's going on right now. Puppy done stung herself. The dominoes are slowly falling over. And I'm gonna put the link in. So at any point in time, somebody have something to say, click the link. So you guys don't have to ask me. We don't No. I said the shadow side. I said the shadow side. Shadow side are the bad. You got good and bad. You got good and bad. And when you are a bad one, remember the stinger is deadly on my scorpions. And if you're too out of control, you sting yourself. And that's what usually takes them down when they sting themselves. He was out of control since the 90s. We are now in 2023. So I don't know, would this be the 90s or the end of the 80s? The end of the 80s or 90s. But he was a problem since then. He had a temper since then. He tore stuff up since then. He did not know how to talk or respect people since then. He wanted to move up, but he thought he was the boss while he was moving up. And a lot of people couldn't deal with Puffy, and he wasn't even Puffy then. He was just the regular old guy, and they couldn't deal with him then. And Andre was the boss, and he had to fire him because of his behavior. And nobody seems to talk about that. Puffy talks about it. Like, yeah, they had to fire me. They couldn't take his ass no more. So what would you think that somebody who doesn't have a position, what do you think they're going to do with the position? It only makes you a worse person. It brings out more of the worst in you. If he's showing you this in the beginning, when he is not at the top of nothing, he had to get fired from his behavior. What do you think his behavior was going to do once he became a mogul? Oh, we ain't seen nothing yet. Because he done pissed the wrong person off. And for them the dunts, because they make their money on YouTube disrespecting women all the time, you're never going to know what's going on. They're never going to say, hey, this is what it is, because they don't make that money. They make their money saying, oh, Cassie wanted the money, blah, blah, blah. They're not saying, hey, Diddy, remember, he got all them awards back to back. He made that album, that music, all them awards, the key to the city. He had too much going for him. I knew they was going to pull that rug up under him. You could tell they were going to pull that rug up under him. He was getting too much stuff at one time, right? Now, if you look at the still picture, see that fire behind him? I'm sorry to say, do not get me, my scorpions. But for the negative scorpions, this is what a negative scorpion look like. Just like that picture. Right? He got the all red on. It's dark. And you see that fire right there. That is the mind of a negative Scorpio. This picture right here describes it. It describes it. Well, let's go.
Time is going to change their ways for them. And a lot of things going to change for Diddy because he's not ever going to be the same again. All right. So what we're watching is how a black cloud been over us, and we've been under false time, false media, false information. Colored people time is dealing with the time frame of people with a hood or ignorant mentality that's just going to stay in one box. And you keep them in that one box, and that becomes their reality. And that's called nigga time. And that's my whole point of when you see these media outlets not covering up-to-date news, They've been doing this shit for years, decades. That's why we've been behind. I'm gonna prove my point, y'all. So while this is the biggest story you're gonna see, it's a blackout on it over the black community because they do not want the black community to indulge in this. And when I say they, I'm talking about Diddy and that umbrella of people like him, that so-called black excellence circle of frauds. Yes, they want to cover this up. But now we're going to look at the real news. Don't forget, you are an American. All right? You're an American. So it's okay for you to look at American news. It don't just have to be black news. All right? So let's look at the real news that's going around the U.S. And I'm going to show you that Diddy is going to get up out of here very shortly, or he's going to get low. See that? NBC News, U.S. News. Sean Diddy Combs accused of drugging, sexually assaulting woman when she was in college. Days after the alleged January 1991 assault, her name is Joy Dickerson. Neal says Devontae Swing of Jodeci. I know Devontae Swing and the group Jodeci, because y'all know Diddy was down with Jodeci and all of that. Long story short, she told that Diddy basically viewed the tape showing her and Combs. No. Devontae Swing from Jodeci saw the DVD, or pardon me, the tape that was made of this particular female, Joy. Diddy allegedly sexually assaulted this woman, put it on tape, and played the tape to Devontae Swing of Jodeci. And this is something that happened in 91, which is showing the fact that what, y'all? When they start digging into old stuff, part of the reason why they do that is because when you go back to 1991, you cannot prove it. It's hard to prove it. So at this point, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, they can just start making stuff up on Diddy. The same thing allegedly they did to Cosby. Some of them be real accusers, some of them don't. They might throw some extra ones in, but when they do that, that's part of the campaign. So as you see, y'all, NBC News, national news, right? What we see here, y'all, People. Didn't People magazine get on his homeboy Harvey Pierre? Yes. What are we looking at? We're looking at the hottest topic smoking in America. All right. Meanwhile, while they're crucifying Diddy, look at the damn title, y'all. Live Black Friday sales. They're promoting Black Friday as they're crucifying black niggas.
Wow.
I'm telling y'all what's going on.
Wow.
This shit is not a game.
I love
Remember
this
when I
guy,
said before, I
boy.
said, look,
For no fame. Check him out.
war going on over there. It's war going on over here too. Get what I was saying? Because we're going to talk about it. They are slapping sexual assault charges on niggas left and right. And my opinion yesterday, when you see with Jimmy Iovine and Jerry Jones, that's a smokescreen. See, they have to put a couple charges on some white men so it won't look like it's racist. Get it? Anyway.
Hey, Puzzles.
Look, y'all, USA Today. USA Today. All of this is big media outlets. Do you think big media outlets are playing with this boy? Do you think they're clout chasing titles? Or does this look like a full-fledged campaign, y'all? So once again, I want you to keep asking yourself, how come everybody else is so quiet in black media?
Thank you.
And then you will see our media has always been controlled. Are you getting it now, y'all? They always wanted us to see what they wanted us to see, know what they wanted us to know. See, it was only good when they can control the narratives of the topics and the views and opinions. Like when they wanted to bash Trump, every media outlet was talking about Trump every day, 24/7. And I'm not going to lie, the so-called black community, the black people, black media, they are suppressing this shit. Because if you're in black media, they always taught them that Sean Diddy Combs is a media mogul. Now y'all see what that means? He's a media mogul, which means the nigga controls black media. That's why he wanted to get BET. He wanted to control all forms of black thought. He wanted to control all of our ways, opinions, thoughts, everything, man. These people was positioning themselves to be God over you, man. That's what all that is. And he would use God as a front. See, Diddy accused in 1991. Also, if I'm not mistaken, that was also the year of that celebrity concert when them people died. If I'm not mistaken, it was 91. If I'm not mistaken, it was 91. Between 91 and 92. Something like that. But I'm just telling y'all, this man got so much dirt on him. And we're going to also get into why all this is going on. I found out why a lot of these allegations are coming out because in New York City, the law is almost, I think, closed, but I don't know if they open it back up. But that Victims Act, whatever it's called, that's why a lot of people popping out. That also applies to Hassan Campbell. I get it now. We'll get into that in a little while, y'all. But today ain't gonna be that long. Glad to see y'all. All right. For those pulling up, I'm in a different location. All right. So this is not the normal live, but I'm still live. You feel me? But I ain't gonna be doing too much extra stuff today. We just get into the facts. All right. So as we see, the so-called white man, so-called, right? NBC News, People Magazine. So we know this is trending in every so-called American household. This is trending. People watch NBC News all day. People they like to read People Magazine. Long story short, I'm just gonna say it. All of the white, these are the outlets.
Do not forget, guys. I forgot when to do. I say do not forget. You got to put the church announcements, right? You got to put up the church announcements, right? The church announcements. Now, due to these stories and these things that been going on, right? Between next week or so, we are going to have maybe once a month or once a week, we are going to name a particular show after Puzzle's girlfriend. Not girlfriend, but a dear friend of hers. Can't say girlfriend no more. You know, where we're going to talk about things that happen with women, right? So it's going to be dedicated. It's not going to, the first one is going to be a little bit of her story, but we're going to be doing other stories similar to that. And it's going to be in dedication. We're going to name that. I don't know if it's going to be on this particular channel, on my Sugar Loves channel, or my other channel, but we are definitely, is going to be in her name, right? Because we're not going to, if you didn't hear the story that she said, you can either check it on the previous videos or you can hear the story again. But we are going to keep her name alive. So it's going to be in dedication to her, and maybe once a month or depending on how it goes, we're going to do more stories like that because just maybe we could save somebody else and get them to go. And let them know that even if they can't go, we understand. We understand. Sometimes we got to understand why they can't go. We don't have to agree with it. We don't have to like it, but we do know because of the predicament that they are in, why they can't go. And hopefully they will go. But I'm tired of people saying what somebody should do when they're not in that predicament. But hopefully puzzles take my email down so we can correspond. So when she have a day, we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to do other stories about it. And if anybody else know any other story of abuse and you want to share it, it does not have to be your abuse story, but it's going to be in the name of Puzzle's friend because she was dear to her. And that's a lot of women. That is a lot of women. So we want to keep her and other women name alive. Yeah. I'm just giving. We giving the church announcements, girl. We keep forgetting we doing church announcements now. No, but it would not be like tomorrow or nothing. Yeah, probably like the second, starting the second week of. You got a grandbaby. Oh my goodness, you didn't tell us nothing about that. Congratulations, Jima. Abuela. Congratulations, Abuela. Congratulations. We got a new addition to the family. And I want some men, if they men want to come up and tell a story. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be on this particular channel, might be on a different channel, but we will definitely get in contact. We're going to put her name there because it's going to be about her. Won't be about her. It's just to keep her name alive and other women like her, right? That is a church announcement. Any other church announcements before we move ahead? Okay, she got a grandbaby, a new grandbaby. Congratulations. That's part of the church announcements. We're going to be doing other segments. Any other church announcements, damn it? Anybody birthdays? Anything that you need to tell us now, damn it? Anything else before we move on with the show? Or what email should I contact you at? Jackie, if you could put my email in there for her, put my email in there. If not, it's in my, I think it's in the bio or something. But let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the show, Zoe. Because we got a lot more to go. And I got a lot of catching up to do.
White people watch and elder seniors. My point is, the rest of the world knows what's going on, except for the hip hop community. They are the ones keeping it suppressed. I just wanted to show y'all NBC people. You see USA Today, TMZ, all right, and many others. Just showing y'all. They want this. See, Diddy and the rest of those niggas, they want this shit to brush away. They want it to quiet down. The nigga think because he a billionaire or whatever, he really think because he controls shit, he's not gonna have to go nowhere.
Thank you, my yacht. Love you.
Power's gonna override this shit.
No.
I don't think so.
That's not it.
Diddy is being accused of drugging and sexually assaulting a
That's
woman.
not it, my
once
yacht.
it come down to that drugging,
I'll put it in there.
That's that tarnish, y'all. Right or wrong, whether he did it or not, it's allegations. But once you get these type of allegations on you, it tarnishes you until you can clear it, prove it's false, you get it. So this is what's going on. And it's allegedly happened to a woman named Joy, who was a student at Syracuse University. Because all of this also goes back to, y'all, remember, it goes back to the Cosby Show, man. When Cosby Show and Different World became popular, when the Different World became popular, black people went to college, man. I remember that shit like yesterday. You know, some of the older people in my building, I had somebody, one of my neighbors, when I was a little kid, they went to Howard University. You know what I'm saying? I remember when because going to college was a fad back then, y'all. Like you know how now rapping is a fad and all that shit. Back then, going to college was a fad. And a lot of people want to go to college because they saw a different world. And they saw that movie, School Days with Spike Lee. It was promoting being in them frats, being in them sororities, get it? Being in a fraternity. It was promoting that shit in the movies and TV shows, get it? So a lot of black people wanted to go to college. It was a fad. But even though a lot of them went to college, they still was at college doing fuck shit. So you heard about him going to Howard University with his friend Harv Pierre, yeah, they were stomping the yard. That's why I said that yesterday, because you will see all of this goes back to a certain time, man. See, this one did. He was an intern, man, around that time, man. That's what I was talking about with the curly hair and all that.
See?
All of this way this dude was dressing, man. Back then, we knew this was suspect shit, man. Overalls, the dude been weird, man. He been weird. He a college boy, man. A college nigga. What I mean by that is, y'all, he thought he was smart. He thought he was smarter than us. He think he's going to get out of this. He think he could stall it out. He thinks he can manipulate this shit from behind the scenes. And he probably gave a word to every black media. You better not say nothing or your channel is fucking done. I'm talking about their platform, not no YouTube channel. You feel me? Because you got rights on YouTube. That nigga don't run this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. His ass about to fuck around and get his revolt shit taken. That's my opinion. Because God ain't with him. All right? So in 1991, When she met Diddy, she says he took her on a date that quickly turned into a nightmare. In her suit, the woman claims Diddy took her out for chicken and waffles in January 1991 at the Harlem restaurant where she worked, then drove her over to a recording studio. Is this the studio he was in? I also remember when it was said that Diddy, or pardon me, it was said that Biggie didn't like to be around Diddy in the studio. Diddy's a weirdo, man. But this is my point. This is one of the reasons why I feel like they're coming for Diddy. All right. I feel like these people right here are behind it. So we know, remember when Cosby pissed off NBC? I told y'all, man, Diddy been pissing them white people off, man. He pissed off them people that distribute their alcohol for George Clooney. He pissed off Warner Brothers, and he pissed off a lot of other people. And I think it's a big campaign behind the scenes. Hey, they might have put up a lot of money, but really what it is, it's not about false allegations. It's about people having the muscle and structure to come out. See, I think these corporations are hollering at people and pulling them out. You get it? I think these people that's out for Diddy actually called up Cassie. You feel me? I think it's some shit like that going on. I think it's probably people behind the scenes that are very powerful calling people that was around Diddy, trying to get a whole lot of shit on him. I'm telling you, man, it's people working against this nigga.
Yep.
And it's the powers that be. Because look,
He
y'all,
reminds
we
you
gotta
of
look at
chopstick and gravy.
Sean Diddy Combs sues drink giant Diageo. Remember, we broke this down. He accused them of illusion of inclusion. The drinks giant says it is saddened by Combs' actions and his allegations lack merit. This is when I broke down the whole story. We spoke about how Diddy was trying to say that Diageo, that company, was only putting his alcohol in black locations. You know, the hood, shit like that. And I broke down on this channel. I said, yo, this is the same nigga that marketed that liquor to the black community.
Yep.
He branded Ciroc as a hood alcohol.
And it was
But then he tried to
his.
turn around
And it wasn't.
to the white people and say, man, y'all just trying to make my drink on some black drink. I don't want my drink to just be for black people. I want my drink to be with George Clooney and the rest.
But it wasn't
really
his.
What happened is he got jealous of George Clooney.
No,
Why?
no.
Ciroc Ben stopped selling, y'all. Ciroc Ben stopped selling, and he was in
No,
that
Ciroc
deal.
was selling.
And he also wanted to get out the deal because it don't make no sense to be in the deal if your fucking brand is flopping. So he wanted to get out the deal. And he tried to use the black card and tried to say that Diageo was discriminating against him because they wouldn't promote his liquor in places that he wanted it to. But like I said, Ciroc is a nigga alcohol. I've been to many bars throughout the years. I've been to bars when Ciroc was in his prime. And when you go to certain
Now,
bars,
Ciroc
certain
was selling.
casinos and shit, certain people of a certain caliber don't want to drink it. Even upper echelon blacks don't want to drink it. Blacks one. But anyway, I saw this yesterday, and this one I understood that this whole thing is a campaign. Like we were saying, black man down, black man falling, black man assassination, whatever. But at the end of the day, don't forget this one thing neither. You see, these African American men, all of them that you see falling are in fraternities, period. They'll tell you out their own mouth. And these are the main ones that are under fire. And if you notice, it's all sexual assault because that is the easiest way to take them down. So look,
see, this is why, and that's absolutely true. This is why you can say all you want that, oh, you train. I'm so sick of people saying, well, you train a child good and everything starts in the household. No, you're right. It starts in the household, but it doesn't finish in the household. Yeah, it starts there, but it doesn't middle there and it doesn't end there. That's just the start. You don't know where it's going to be in the middle and you don't know where it's going to be in the end. So you could start your kids off with manners and all these other things, but that doesn't take away all the things the devil gives you, right? So if you're a person, they only give you what you are, right? So if you is a deviant, they're going to put you in deviant type of situations, right? And they also know that regardless of what you teach your son, they also know that testosterone has now kicked in. It is kicked in, baby. So you're going to have women all around galore. And they give you this first, before they give you the money, they give you the taste of the life. Whatever your poison is, they give it to you. And they also know that test, man, you want to be like a bunny rabbit right about now. And that's the life. So if you are a guy that's not deviant, then maybe you're going to do it the right way. But if you are a person that is a deviant person, a lot of them do not like to hear the word no. Hey, King of Kapala, welcome. Yes, him too. Yes, who you see there? Yes, that's what you see. That's what it is. Right? They are all dropping because these men are deviants. Right? So a lot of them do not like to hear the word no. When they hear the word no, it makes them enraged and they're going to take it. They're going to take it by any means necessary. How dare you tell them no? And that's on all aboard. So imagine if you have power of something and you are a mogul or something, nobody's supposed, even the doctor who did the operation allegedly on Cassie went against every ethic that he can go against and then made him smaller right after that because they don't like to hear the word no. They want full control. But they had to be like that before they got the power. They were already like that. But when you give them money and power, it gets way out of control. And that's when they hold these things against you. So when you mess up, they have all this evidence against you. I told you guys, when Cassie did that, Cassie was scared. That's why she didn't say nothing. She didn't want to come up missing. Then the right person called, say, Cassie, it's time. We got you. Tell your story. They didn't tell her to lie. She told the truth. But she was able, allegedly, she was able to tell her truth because she got the green light to do it. Rather than that, she's going to sit home and be quiet. Even his baby mother, his first one, Misa, who was not able to say nothing neither. When her son ended up getting arrested for drunk driving, she even went off on Puffy. She went off. So everybody who's in the beginning are really, they feel a relief that, okay, I didn't have to blow him up, but now y'all see what we had to go through. Now y'all see what type of man he is, because it's the most hurtful thing when somebody abuses you and they get all these type of pats on the back, they get praise, the people love them, but they're really not good people. And regardless of what you say, nobody's going to see the person that you know because they don't know them. All they see is the money in their pocket, and they think, you know what, this man is a mobile. He does records. Y'all don't know these men. These women or men know them, but because they're to the world, they may be nobody. You're crucify them and reward the bad behavior. And reward a lot of them do that because they are thinking that because of the money, remember, it has to be in you already. Some people can hear the word no and just on to the next one, on to the next one. You got a plethora of women. But for the ones who's is in it or in them already, baby, a lot of stuff stays shut. When they get tired of you, there we go. Let's go.
ESPN analyst Marcellus Wiley accused of sexual assault and rape while at Columbia in 1994. Marcellus Wiley graduated from Columbia University, so you should already know what type of time he's on. I mean, he's an upper echelon smart Negro. If I'm not mistaken, he went to the same college as Obama. But anyway, it don't matter because this how he used to look. But I also want to show y'all, just showing y'all just different dimensions, man. Like something you got to study about so-called black people. I want to just show you how they crafty. Like, see, when you see Marcellus, if you would have saw Marcellus Wiley, he looked like a street dude, right? But see, when you look at him like this, you would never think this man graduated from Columbia University.
Wow.
This is all I was trying to tell y'all about a lot of people, man. A lot of people, man, you know, they highly educated individuals, man, but they are masters and crafty at switching images and playing roles, man. And this is how they've been able to maneuver throughout the black community, man. So this is all some of the things I was showing you, that some of the people amongst us are not us, and they just got other things going on,
Yeah,
man,
Jack.
because they are very crafty at how they move. And that's just it. But with Marcellus Wiley, now check this out. NFL star and ex-ESPN analyst has been accused of raping a fellow Columbia University student back in 1994. The lawsuit filed on Tuesday by an unnamed accuser alleges that while Wiley was a sophomore at the private Ivy League school football team, he sexually assaulted plaintiff, raping her multiple times in her dorm room.
Bait.
See that? Now, this is all alleged, but we know. And they said it on TV the other day. A lot of rapes going on college, man. It's just shit is damn near more rapes on college than in the hood. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Somebody said another point. They said shit.
I said this. I don't know if I said it on this show, some other show. I don't know. But I know you guys probably heard me say this before. That's why when these mothers, they too busy worrying about the child's achievement, because it makes them feel good and look good as a parent. They're not understanding what's really going on. I said previous times, people don't know what bait look like, because you have a lot of women that still get up the next morning who has been tortured and still will go to work, go to school. If you're a child, go to school. Did not mention also get out his butt. God of goodness. How many women in college, things have happened to them? Some of them are, a lot of them are cheerleaders. You have a lot of your children, their teachers come on to them and they'll wonder, hey, I'm doing good. Why I keep getting lower grades? Then the teacher take advantage of them. A lot of parents skip all of that. They skip all of that because my child is graduating in high honors and high this, and they never see if there's a change in their child. Oh, my daughter or my son, they have no kids. No, you don't know if having kids and being knocked up is two different things. They could have been knocked up. You just don't know. But people always want to talk about like the 304s or the girls that we see in the street, not knowing that it's happening to women regardless of where you are in life. So it can happen on a lower level or the higher level, the college level. It don't matter. But women are, so now they're changing the laws. So you're going to see a lot more of this come up. They are changing laws that a woman have to Before it was no statutes of limitations. Now they are changing that. So that means that people got to hurry up and get their lawsuits in. So even if she didn't want to do it, but just because they're changing the statutes of limitations, they are going to do it. So you're going to see a lot more cases, especially in New York, because that is one of the states that dropped the statutes of limitations. So, baby, y'all better get ready. Exactly. They can have a baby and if folks don't know, or they go to the chop shop. They go on and do other things. So women are not being supported because we think that, oh, it's just these girls. No, it's a lot of women. But instead of women looking down on women, you don't understand. Y'all in the same boat because y'all both women. Y'all both are women. You mad because that girl is making her money. I don't care about little Foxy Red or Sexy Red, whatever her name is. Y'all don't like how she getting her money, but the people in college, they want a job and they had to do things to pass them classes so they can get their money too. So it's all about money. Except for one looks like it's degrading because one is covered up really good and they got a diploma to go with it. They're still doing the same thing. They both are being violated for money. Sometimes it's not just communication. You have to look at your child and you have to see if something changed because they are not going to tell you that. They're not going to mess up you bragging so much about them on social media. They're not going to mess up your dreams for them. They're not going to say, but hey, mom, you know, I had to screw the professor to get that. They're not going to do that. Your sons are not going to say, hey, I want a football. Oh, my son played football, basketball. They're not going to say, hey, mom, I violated these girls. That's what we did after the game. They're not going to tell you that. It's not going to happen. Yeah, so you have to study their behavior. Because there's no way you got on Facebook every day. Yeah, y'all bragging so much that y'all not looking at their behavior. Mothers are not looking at their sons' behavior. They don't think their sons are monsters. A lot of women don't want to accept the fact. Forget Dusty's. They don't want to know that their sons are monsters. And because they are quarterbacks and they're next online for going to these nice colleges and maybe playing football or getting that contract, that's all their mind is on. Oh, my baby did it. No, your son is an effing monster. And a woman don't want to say, hey, my daughter is a 504, 304, whatever you call them girls. Nobody want to call them girls that. You're too busy bragging about what your child is doing, talking about these girls on the street. You don't want to know your daughter too. Your daughter too. Oh, she moving up. How's your daughter moving up? Nobody wants to admit that. And their kids are not going to tell them that. So we're going to carry on.
It's just as much people sell drugs on college campuses, just like in the hood.
Yep.
And it's not a lie because wherever niggas go, niggas shit gonna continue.
Yep.
Right? I don't care if it's Howard University.
Yep.
I don't care if it's a goddamn Columbia.
Mhm.
Don't matter, man. Wherever you see these type of niggas at, that shit gonna happen. Even though this is alleged, I'm gonna keep saying the reason why it's easy to trick these niggas up because they be into that Greek stuff. And they have a lot of sexual things they do. The point is, a lot of that shit they use against them in the future.
Yep.
That's how they set them up.
Hey, Sergeant.
Get them to do some shit to a girl in college. Niggas think they pledging, get them to do
Yep.
shit. And a lot of time they don't know that shit might come back to bite their ass 25 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because they know you're going to be somebody when you're in college. So they got to keep something over your head.
Told you.
So there ain't no mistake why some shit from 94 popping out when he was a sophomore. See that? And this popping out on Diddy for 91. And you got to remember, that's when they was in college. That's when they was fresh in college. Get it? So anyway, another one bites the dust. They on his head. So now can you see the so-called black campaign? That's that. What's up, y'all? Y'all up early, locked and loaded.
You have to go on my Sugar Babes channel, Maya, and you have to see the story that I did on that if you don't know by now. But baby, that's some major sugar honey iced tea there too. And it's been told, but a lot of people don't know that story. But if they come for him, that's coming out. Oh, it's a story before that, girl. But that's on my Sugar Babes. You gotta go check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Or I just may do it again. I don't know, but it's on my other one. Well, let's go.
I ain't gonna be too long today, y'all. But we're gonna continue on. Episode 596. And look, back to this dude right here. This is what I be talking about with this dude. See Dwight Howard, man. And y'all know I done showed y'all pictures. I showed y'all a little baby with his baby mother. I showed you these niggas. When they be with their girl, them niggas don't be happy. Then I showed you when them niggas be with their homies or when they chilling with their niggas, them niggas be happy as fuck. I showed you when they be at them white parties with Rick. I just showed y'all, man, how these niggas be telling on themselves. See Dwight Howard, see him with a woman. See how he don't like that shit? But Dwight Howard is going through it because he's a fucking idiot. And he's having problems.
Yes,
Dwight
Sergeant.
Howard cannot stop lusting off flesh. He cannot stop lusting off of men. And the nigga is back out here talking dumb shit. Looking like a fucking auntie once again. All these niggas. Look, Dwight Howard with the message on lusting with the eyes and flesh. He talking that get thee behind me Satan shit. Talking about you can't tempt me. Anytime a nigga gotta say Satan get behind me, that means the nigga already fell. That means Satan already up his ass. That's what that shit means. Dwight Howard can't stop fucking off men. All right, that's why he's saying this shit. He can't help himself. That's the same thing a crackhead used to say. All right, they say Satan get behind me because they can't get off that crack, but really they don't want to stop. All right, so they're really saying get behind me, get out my face. All right, this nigga's a fucking lunatic, and I'm just showing y'all he's another African American fucking weirdo. All right, all these niggas. So it ain't no coincidence why all of these niggas got sexual assault allegations because the whole slogan about the black man is he can't keep his thing in his pants, and they also say the black man will hump anything. So that's why all these niggas are set up for sexual assault. All these niggas keep getting caught up messing with transgenders and all type of shit. You always gonna see it sexual because that is the joke. Black niggas cannot stop having sex. They dumb. They don't know shit about how to have sex and kids. All that's from slavery. And you see Dwight Howard as a big slave. And back in the days, they used to buck break the biggest nigga like him. So when I see big niggas like him zesty, it don't behoove me because Dwight Howard probably was getting bust open when he was in high school. All right, He never went to college. He went to the NBA fresh out of high school. So a lot of white men probably played with him when he was young too. All right. Period, man. That's my opinion. But you'll see one thing: Dwight Howard, he don't like no woman, and he's having a problem thinking about man buns all day. And that's why this clown ass nigga is talking about Satan get behind me, nigga. You matter of fact, nigga, Satan kicked you out because you're just too weak. All right, even Satan don't want to do with you, nigga. So that's how that go. Now let's go to the next nigga that's getting his issue. Like I said, didn't I tell you this fucking clown was gonna get his issue, y'all? Y'all know we said that around here. Mayor Eric Adams has been accused of sexually assaulting a former colleague in 93. You see all this shit going to 91, 92, 93. Anybody on this channel, y'all know I broke down the whole scenario between 93 to now. It is a 30th anniversary for a lot of different things. But the point is, do you see how I told you this man was going to get his issue? Told y'all, man. It's not because of me. It's because I know what's going on upstairs. Slay and Pray. What's up, Slay and Pray? What's up, you son? Yeah. Another thing. Here go another one of y'all fraternal brothers. You know this man got high rank. You know this man done took oaths. You know this man in position, right? Can y'all see that the oaths don't mean shit? Can you see that no matter what you so-called pledge for don't mean nothing? Y'all the first one they gonna fucking break down. That's how the shit go, y'all. See, you took an oath, but you didn't know the outcome of the oath. The outcome is you are the downfall of the oath. You are, people don't get it, man. So now that's what I was trying to tell people. Y'all were only used to do certain shit. They made y'all sign up to do jobs of dirty work against your own people and other shit. You guys are no different from a lawnmower. They look at you niggas like a fucking hammer and a nail. You're just a fucking tool. You're a tool that is used against black people, period. And you're also a tool to do dirty work. That's why the black man, once he joins, he's really the garbage man. All right. Even if the niggas under oath take a pledge, he think he got ranked, that shit don't mean nothing. Because when he get down with them people, they're gonna make him a garbage man. See, everybody gotta have a job. Nigga, you a plumber, you gonna be a fucking carpenter, you're gonna do whatever we fucking say, but you ain't gonna deal with nothing that deals with your mind. You just gonna do what the fuck we say. That's Eric Adams. Eric Adams is not the one behind the whole migration in New York. No, he's the nigga to take the blame because that's what the fuck he wanted to do. And that's what he's going to do. But what he didn't know was he's going to get all the blame. And not just all the blame, he's going to get a couple extra charges too. I'm telling y'all, it's a dirty. When you sell your soul to the devil, it's called that for a reason. You have to take what comes with it. Smart people, when they sell their soul and they get the money, they take what comes with it. And they know that they already know when they take the money, hey, one day I'm about to fall. Hey, one day,
Oh
I might
my
die before my time.
goodness.
But see, they know, some people know that. But they see
Thank
it be niggas like this, they
you.
think they're gonna play the game and get away. They
Thank
gonna
you
play
for
the game with the
oh
right
my
man
gosh.
and get the little money from them, fuck a couple people over and then hide and get away. No, it don't work like that.
Thank you
They put
so
you in position
much.
of a certain level, they're gonna get you in the end. For one, you know too much. That's my opinion.
Thank you
So
for the
now you
cash
see,
app. I
New York
appreciate
City
you.
Mayor Eric Adams also accused of sexual assault. Do you now see the pattern of what I've been telling y'all? Do you see the character assassination of black man? So when you see a black man face now, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna think the narrative, or you know what I'm saying, black man is a rapist. He likes the sexual assault. He's weak. Either he's being weak. See, big black man, 7 foot, weak. Or he's zesty. See, the black man is trash, y'all. That's what I was telling y'all. The black man is officially destroyed. That's just what it is. Take it or leave it. It's only a few left. Hey, wherever they at, I don't fucking know. But I'm just telling y'all, the narrative and the new world we're in, the black man don't exist no more. He is destroyed. Don't believe me? Just think about how you grew up. Think about your grandfather, your uncles, your big cousins. You just think about how men used to be. The neighbor next door. You think about that man that used to work on car, whatever. You think about that masculine energy that used to be around, and you will see that man is no longer no more. Remember when it was a time you was actually scared of men, like scared of grown men, because you knew that they came with that discipline and all that. My point is, man, the black man is done, y'all. He's dead. It's just what it is, all right? And I'm not here for all that race shit. But I'm just telling y'all the truth. Anytime you see a billionaire black man get down, they are showing you to your face, you can have $1 billion, nigga. It does not matter. We will treat you like a nigga off the street so fast. That's all they're showing you, man. That's all they're showing you. That's why Diddy is a hip-hop mogul. That really means a nobody. That means he's a king in the nigga kingdom. That's all that means. See, they taught us to understand things one way, but that's not how the real world works. See, when they call you an influencer, that means you're a brainwasher. That's not a respect. They put titles on us that means nothing. They give out fake accolades. That's nothing. And that's how you get gassed up. And that's how they play games on you. All right? Titles. Anyway, Black Man is done. So, man, Eric Adams, you up next, fool. And this is for you fucking over the people in New York law. New York's Adult Survivors Act. So we all...
Now listen, the claims are being, I can't see the word, which is set to expire after Thanksgiving. Listen, 6 months after it was signed in May 2022, the law opened a 1-year look-back window for adult survivors of blank offense to sue their alleged abusers, even if the statutes of limitations on their claims has expired. Because many victims of abuse can take years to publicly speak about their traumas, the look-back window is intended to give them an opportunity.
So no, it's more shit gonna come on more people.
I'm trying to tell you, he said the same thing.
May 2022,
mm-hmm.
The law opened a 1-year look-back window for adult survivors of sexual offenses to sue their alleged abusers, even if the statute of limitations on their claim had expired. Because many victims of sexual abuse can take years to speak publicly or to publicly speak about their traumas. The look-back window is intended to give them an opportunity to have their story heard. So let me clarify this, y'all. They actually brought the law back because they understand when they brought the law out the first time, it could have been a lot of victims still scared to speak out or still didn't have the heart or courage.
Yep.
So they brought it back out.
One
of the people that didn't have the fucking heart or courage is Mr. Hassan Ramble. That's why he was fucking rambling in front of the projects, going through his little fits. The nigga knows what he's supposed to do. He is supposed to sue Bambaataa right now and get paid, to be honest with you. But for some reason, he can't do it. Maybe he already signed the deal behind the scenes. Who knows? Maybe he got death threats. Who knows? But the point is...
My. I'm trying to tell you guys. Y'all women, y'all want to be in them hotel rooms. Y'all want to creep. Y'all want to fly y'all way up there. Y'all want these men. And it's more. And it's funny because these stories, if you're old school, we heard already. We know about it already. It's new to you guys. But they done bought Aaron Hall. And I heard that story a long time ago because of his first baby mama. And remember, Guy was out before Puff Daddy, right? So Aaron Hall talking all this smack because now Puff Daddy is big, right? So he letting him know, well, when you were small, and now that came back and bit him in his butt. They tried to throw Uncle Luke under the bus. Uncle Luke said, y'all gonna play with somebody else, okay? Y'all gonna play with somebody else, but you ain't gonna play with me. But we're gonna check this out, right? My. Yeah, they tried. Uncle Luke said, y'all gonna play with somebody else. Y'all ain't gonna play with me. Because anybody who came, I'm not saying he said that, but I'm just saying Anybody who come into my room, you know what's you know what's going down. Stop playing with me, right? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know what this room is for. They even put my man. They even put my man Rakim in his crap. My. Well, let's go.
Baby, if you are Diddy, your day is probably getting worse and worse and worse. If you are Aaron Hall, you about to be on the next episode of To Catch a Predator. And if you are Uncle Luke, you need to sit down and be quiet. Y'all, the arrogance of these men in hip hop, it's just it's groundbreaking. Cassie basically started a Me Too movement. Okay. If you guys don't know, Diddy has been hit with a bunch of charges. I personally think they're all true, but we'll wait for a court of law and discovery because I know more skeletons are probably going to fall out the closet. But anyway, in all that, one of the more interesting that happened was Diddy's stench rubbed off on crusty, musty, all the way dusty Aaron Hall.
All of that
in
now.
between him bragging about, I like to act in public, y'all
he did say that.
right? Just acting like, ugh, right? Because he was doing this all showboating and bravado.
Again, Tessa, this my girl Tessa tells. I don't know her age bracket, but this is old for us. This is old for us, right? But the man changed again. He changed his life. He done became. Matter of fact, Aaron Hall was the first dog whisperer. The first dog whisperer, right? But baby, I told you I was gonna bring it for you today, right? So let me see if my likes, can my likes go up? I don't know where my likes are at. I don't know where my likes are at. Yes, you got that right. The age of Aquarius, baby. And y'all got to remember, when you say the age of Aquarius, right? You got to understand how it goes, right? Everybody has what I call a partner sign, but they may call it polar opposite. So if it's an age of Aquarius, you're getting the energy from Leo, right? Because Leo is polar opposite to Aquarius. That's what makes it so much more powerful. That's where all the expression of yourself comes from. That's from rah, rah. So the truth is being revealed, but they got the power, the backing of Leo to make it happen, right? So you can't talk about one without talking about the other. So that's what makes this particular time of Aquarius so powerful in this day and time, because they're still they're pulling from Leo. So my gosh, my oh my oh my, I'm trying everybody right about now. You better go on back to your olden times and say sorry to somebody. You better report on yourself. I don't know what to tell you, baby, because that power is something. That Aquarius and Leo power, oh, child. That's like Bobby Brown and Michael Bivins. Remember when them two used to go at it? Now put them together. Put them together. That's that Michael. That's that Bobby Brown doing whatever he want to do, and then that damn Michael Bivins saying, "I'm the boss, damn it," and you're gonna do what I. That's put them together. This is what you got now. There's some powerful shit that's going down. And that Leo is helping expose everything. That light, the light. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, they're called this Aquarius the devil, right? Because of the Uranus, if I'm not mistaken. Then you got that sun shedding light on everything. Shit. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we, baby? I'm glad we old. I'm glad we old, us older folks. Hopefully, that's why You know, it was so funny when they was doing that thing to the Freaknik, and all our kids was like, I better not see you. Y'all like, then y'all was at no damn Freaknik. I better not see you on no Freaknik. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. There wasn't no damn Freaknik. But they was asking. All them kids was asking. Because that's like the only thing of that's right. We got to tell it. Because baby, so people keep saying the age of Aquarius. You are 100% right. But you are forgetting about their partner sign. They pull from each other. So I'm, as of all this stuff that's going out now, I was nervous. I don't know what the hell we're going to wake up and see tomorrow. We done had the T.I. son. Whoever didn't see it, T.I.'s son thought he was about that life, and he out there making a fool out of himself. And T.I. had to sit up there and I keep trying to tell these kids, these children, they know we don't want to hurt them. Them our children. So we let them get away with a lot of stuff. But the things they get away with, we would not let nobody else in the street get away with. But our kids think that we're scared of them, right? They think we're scared of them. That's why they want freak. I'm telling. So I ain't even lying. My nephew's son called. I'm like, I'm not gonna see you. I ain't that ninja. I'm like, I am. No, it's not the clash of the opposites. People think it's the opposites, but they're really partner signs. They swing off each other. People just say the opposite, but no, they're not opposite. They're not opposites. It's not apples and oranges. It's on the same line. It's the same line. They are partners. Partners. But the way they tell it, they call them opposite. But they're not. They're not opposite. They damn near the same people. If you ask me, them damn Leos and Aquarius, they may do things differently, but they're far from opposites, right? They're both fixed, right? Fixed by nature, right? They must say how they feel. They'll tear shit up. They love to do things. They like to make stuff happen. If you look at all the things that they do, there's really not too much opposite with them. But oh well. But let's get back to the Freaknik. I'm telling you, child. I'm like, listen, I'm in New York. I did not go to no damn Freaknik. I ain't gonna see you. No, you ain't gonna see me no Freaknik, damn it. But that's the closest that we got to internet and people taping us. But rather than that, like we ain't on that other stuff. But let's carry on with this new one. Oh me, oh my. Get ready. Here we go.
Because apparently all he got to offer is some hard D and bubblegum, and he fresh out of bubblegum, right? He basically confirmed that what the victim said in the lawsuit against Diddy, that they were running trains on them and switching teams and tag teaming and Eiffel Towering, like whatever else. Those situations actually happened. All now they need to prove is whether it was consensual or not. The victim says they were not. Puffy says they were. The victims have proof that they were not. Puffy don't got no proof that they were. Aaron Hall basically did Diddy in by proving there was validity to everything that was said. But another thing that came out was in between Aaron Hall thinking he's swinging his finger around because that's all he got to offer while he waiting for Devontae or Joe to see.
This is how I peed out. This special coffee loophole helped me drop from 184 down to 123 in weeks.
Let's go. Remember,
see a puppy to sit there and watch him work. I'm just saying, baby.
Yeah, he said that.
Just come out the closet, Cupcake. Ain't no need to lie. You don't got to lie to kick it. Stop putting these women through these things when obviously that's looking at you that you really want their approval and validation. But that's neither here nor there. So one of the things that came out was Luke. Basically, Uncle Luke was like, yo, Aaron Hall saying this, that, blah, blah. I'm the one that introduced him to his wife. Aaron Hall then just went on the grossest tirade above y'all. He didn't introduce me to anybody. I saw a tall 5'8" blonde woman, and I took her upstairs. I grabbed her by the hand and left. So Gloria Alvis, if you don't know, she is a video vixen. Now she is an author, a mom, a whatever. She is one of the women that survived the 90s and that whole video thing when it was like buck wild and there wasn't no Instagram and it wasn't this and it wasn't that, okay? Now, Gloria posted, if you don't think grooming is happening in this business, you're sadly mistaken. It started in 1994 with Luke and a few others in this business. I was in high school. She put South Florida 1993, 94 teen clubs where the Pedialyte men scouted and groomed. I was their playground. Right? These are very, very serious accusations she made. I 100% believe her. Believe her. But you know what the interesting thing is, right? She even put, I look like a baby. The thing that made this most interesting and really, really gross to me was the fact that Luke came out with this arrogance. And there's a bunch of people defending him. I don't know what it is about society that if somebody can make a cute bop or a two-step, y'all be defending them like y'all know where they're, like where they're why they're anyway, right?
I don't know.
Let's just get back into this. So here is Luke's answer. And baby, meet me after a jump, because while you're listening to this, keep two things in mind. Two things in mind. One, Luke himself said that he introduced 16-year-old Gloria to Aaron Hall.
Yep.
If you were not grooming people, if you were not passing people around, if you were not engaging in on a certain level behavior that you would not exhibit it on your daughter, your sister, your mom, or any woman you actually care about, then how did you just not prove what Gloria said was true? What were you doing hanging out with a 16-year-old? How are you so cool with a 16-year-old that you introduced her to one of your 30-year-old men? Friends, you know what time Aaron was on. You know what F shit Aaron was on. Y'all used to do this back and forth to see who could pull the more girls. Why were you introducing her? For Bible study? But you know what? Listen to what Luke has to say, and then I'll hit you on the way back.
I don't even know what the fucking grooming means. Grooming. Fuck is grooming. They had to explain that to me. Y'all got the right one. I don't have no problem going to court. I'm not Russell Simmons. I'm not them other people.
Now, really quick before we get into the rest of his video, because I have comments, right? You don't know what groomer means. Man, shut up. He literally said, no, Luke, don't get down like that, baby. Keep your convention on your baby daddy before you get a defamation suit. You mean the same man that you introduced her to? Anyway, Luke went on to say, everyone around me, I encourage them to be great, better businessmen, better women, better parents, better community servants. I have a long list of individuals for me that work for me that are multimillionaires. But we're not talking about your workers and your employees, Uncle Luke. Oh, but it wasn't over. Gloria said, just 18 years old here. She put a picture up of herself with a veteran already in the game. And then she tagged Uncle Luke. The last time we've actually seen each other in person or on the phone was when I was 19 years old. A lot has been said throughout the years. Maybe soon it's time to sit down and talk like adults. I'm not a child anymore. I'm 44 now, right? So then he said back then, that's my girl love, Gloria. Now, the interesting thing about this is these were comments that Luke put up May 13th. So May 13th, when she was talking about grooming and whatnot, you're like, oh, it's all love. Now you up there talking about you suing for defamation. Okay. Anyway, before we get back into Luke's video, because he had more to say, which was laughable, Gloria jumped in the comments and somebody said, surviving Luke on Lifetime. And she said, I laughed hard at this because those words couldn't be more true. Though through all that I've been through, I'm blessed to have a sane mind. And then Gloria hit him with a Bible scripture. She literally said, Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. Y'all, now keep that in mind as you listen to the rest of Luke's rant. Hold on, let's go.
I don't do that. I know my brand.
My brand is Luke. Hey, we want some pussy. Face down, up. That's what like me so horny. The problem is when you know your brand and you know what you're singing about, you subject yourself to be in that kind of trap faster. So what you have to do is really not be about what those songs is talking about, because you can get yourself jammed up. I video everything.
Not
I
everything.
video everything.
Not everything.
Everybody sign releases. I do shows. Ain't no underage people be doing no show with me. I fire girls. You get caught. I have chaperone for the girls, a one head dancer. It's always one head dancer. And she put everybody in check.
Huh?
So you doing, this is not a traveling whorehouse.
What? Yes, that's what it sounds like.
So you gonna mess around with these other artists?
Hold up. That's what it sounds like to me.
This holiday,
you got one lady who put the rest of the girls in check, right? When is your job? When is your job? Well, number one, how many girls did you have? It shouldn't have went through no woman. It should have went through the proper channels, like their managers or whomever. Get their ID, make them sign what they have to sign legally. So I don't know if they signed papers and it was legal, but with the next breath, you say you had one lady who put them in check and you had to fire people. Why would you? They should never have been hired. I'm not understanding what you're saying right now, Luke. I'm confused. I am so confused right now. He had one. If you had one lady, yes. 93, 94, you didn't. Baby, let me tell you something. Since the day of people doing a contract, even the shaking of a hand was considered a contract, right? Shaking your hand, let's shake on it. That means we both agree. But you wouldn't have to need one woman. I can see one woman teaching them how to dance and stuff, but how do you fire somebody that should not even been hired? They was there to do business. The business is you dance to these songs the same way they do now. You make yourself look terrible. If you understand what I mean. Yeah, Vera on Harlem Nights, exactly. Right? So if they had no business there, you shouldn't have fired them. They're there for a job. So how can they get out of hand when you were supposed to pick the girls for the job? After they dance, they are supposed to go home. But no, you men, allegedly, you men want them around you and y'all want the life. So when y'all get old, y'all can sit back and tell these stories. Oh man, I had 10 girls on me, and this and this and this and this. Y'all men want to go overboard instead of work and go home. No, y'all want to slip stuff, allegedly. And I'm not talking about these men, but I have heard stories. They want you to degrade yourself. They want you keep you with drugs. They want to keep you intoxicated. They want to put stuff, if you smoke marijuana, they want to put stuff in your marijuana. It's legal in New York, so YouTube don't bother me. It's legal. But if you can't say it, I'm sorry, YouTube. But they want to do all of these things. And then on top of that, you're on the same stuff. So y'all can have unforgettable or GGGs. Just like that football player. I forgot his name. And he gonna say, oh yeah, I had X with one, a big girl. I took one for the team. But we had all them women. So we got all these entertainers, including athletes. Now, the chickens are coming home to roost. Their behavior is coming home to roost. So I don't know where these dunts is making all these videos stating how they're being set up, the woman this, the woman that. You can say what you want to say, but your videos are not helping them with their bad behavior. You just want that life. You just want that life. But women who watch these shows, y'all should leave them men alone. But instead of that, y'all become mammies. So I still have to come do another video, right? And this other guy. His name is DJ Torch. He's very balanced. I love his channel. He might be live now, but I had to go live because I ain't been live in a while and I have to catch up, right? Because I had to, you know how fat your stomach is from all of that food. And I don't even eat desserts, but baby, I'm eating them desserts every day with the whipped cream, the ice cream, all that good stuff. Yes, ma'am. But let's go.
Get fired.
Now, first of all, right? Can we just say one thing? Luke, did you in any way explain why you were passing off a 16-year-old girl who you were friends with enough to introduce her to your 30-year-old male friend? What was that doing? What were you doing? Somebody had to explain to me what grooming was. Baby, just because you don't know what it means does not mean that you did not engage in it. Let me use that next time. What?
So hold on.
I gotta explain what.
And before we get to that, people got mad. And y'all gonna get mad again. That's the same thing that happened with Kobe. When he met his baby mama, she was 16. If I'm not mistaken, they wasn't dating until she was 17. Her parents, she was doing them videos. She had no business in 16-year-olds have no business in them videos. And that's how Kobe met his wife at a video shoot. How old was she? 16. He looks funny, Uncle Luke.
Robbing a bank means to me. I don't know what robbing a bank is. I just walked in, pulled out the hammer, said, give me all your money, and then went and bought a gate. What's all this robbery stuff? You trying to, baby, just because you don't know the meaning of it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And honestly, it scares me that you don't know the meaning of it, because that was, again, can you explain to me? And for all the people being like, what was she doing in somebody's face at 15 or 16? Where were her parents? Being bad parents. Does that mean that because somebody got bad parents that you can literally pass them off to build a friendship with them and then pass them off to your 30-year-old friend? Mm-hmm. Does it? Because you got bad parents? Because if that's the case, half the people listen to this thoughts and prayers. Let's be real. Oh, well, people being like, what was she doing out there at 15, 16 years? I wasn't in people's faces. Okay, what's she doing out there? Being dumb, being stupid, being grown, thinking she know everything, being stupid like every 15 and 16-year-old man and woman. Explain to me how you can't even sign off on a contract legally, a legally binding contract.
Thank you.
That, if you're under 18, it needs to be ratified if you're 18. How is it that now we are sitting there being, what were you doing out there? When are we going to start keeping the monsters in check?
Sergeant.
Why is it that we sit there and ask, why'd you let the monster eat you? Excuse me, is anyone going to get the monsters?
Nope.
again,
Nope.
Luke saying all this, you videotape. And here's the thing that, in my opinion, was unsaid. She ain't talking to me. I videotape everything. I do this. I do that. That's not my brand. If anybody does this, they fired. Okay, first of all, let me explain something to Luke. Luke, it is illegal to fire an employee because of what they do in their personal life.
Hello.
I repeat, it is illegal to fire an employee because of the way they choose to express themselves in their off time. So already, if I was a lawyer, that's one lawsuit. And what you're saying is true, and you fire dancers for being too grown and all this other mess, that's illegal. Second of all, you tape everything. See, the skeptic in me would say this. Luke was of the age where there wasn't cell phone cameras. The camcorders were that big cam. So if there was a camera, you couldn't easily just walk it. And cameras were super expensive also. Ask yourself this, even in this day and age. Why? No, literally, why does somebody tape everything? I know why. Because usually when people start getting very protective about taping everything, writing everything, they've already been burned. He says he taped everything. Don't nobody tape everything. So you mean to tell me that and you had people sign NDAs? When y'all started off, y'all didn't even have lawyers. So where were these NDAs coming from?
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime shoppers. Are you still using Prime? Because at this point, it's the dinosaur. What if I told you there's a new exciting...
Or is it that y'all already got hemmed up in a few lawsuits? You got legal counsel, and then legal counsel proceeded to tell you how to move and operate over the next 10 years. Again, to me, when I hear somebody, I tape everything. Everybody signed NDAs. When y'all was first starting off and y'all didn't even know y'all was going to be big, didn't nobody have NDAs on? So something happened. Third of all, you talking about you sue for defamation. All right. So sue. Again, I'm not saying that he's a Russell Simmons. I'm not saying this and that. I am saying that people really, really appreciate that they could do a cute kitty bop two-step to his songs, and they somehow act like they know him as a person, when at the end of the day, I don't understand why people be going up for their favorite artist so much. You don't know them. Just because you can make a two-step does not mean that I will want anybody I love around. Anybody. Like I said before, would you want anyone you love introducing your 15, 16-year-old daughter, sister, mother, son to a 30-year-old person that then takes them upstairs? And again, how did you build this relationship with this? I 100% believe Gloria Vallis. I 100% believe what she's saying. I 100% a reckoning is upon us. I 100% people think
I got one more,
and
guys.
know
It
that
gets
there
better.
is grooming in the industry.
Gets
But again,
better.
I just want to say this to Luke. He's looking this and that. He's doing that. Maybe he is a good guy. Maybe he does promote crazy things, but as long as they're all consensual, right? It's grown and sexy. But I will say, to his arrogance, baby, they took Puff down. I hope for his sake, all of that me mugging and looking in the camera, I hope for his sake that he is actually covered. Because, baby, don't forget, NDAs do not last against criminal things. Ask Cassie.
Oh, child. It gets better. I would love to see my likes. I would love to see what my likes look like. Let's see. Can we get the 2 people? I need 2 likes. 2 people in here need to give me a like. I need 2 likes so we can move on. If 2 people, 1 more, I need 1 more like. Just 1. 1 more like, baby. One person in here did not hit the like. Just one. One of these Bush babies did not hit the like. Can we get a Bush baby? We just need 1 like. That's all we need is 1. Why y'all acting like that for 1 like? And don't forget, guys, this is fair use. Fair use, fair use, and fair use. And fair use some more, and fair use some more, and fair use some more. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Whoever, okay. It's okay. And don't forget, guys, that is a way of supporting the channel. Supporting the channel. Okay. Ooh, Lordy. It's more. It's more, right? It's more. It's more. It's more. It's more. Ooh. Hey, how you doing, Miss Minister Deborah Davis? How are you? Welcome. It's even worse, right? Oh, God dang it. Ooh, Lordy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And y'all don't want to give me my likes and stuff. Y'all don't want to give me my likes. Y'all don't like to give me my likes and stuff. Y'all won't act funky. I'm glad you're good, sweetie. And hopefully all y'all holidays was beautiful. You know, even if you, as I come to notice, a lot of people spent it alone because not because any bad reason, because people, you know, they kids or whatever grown up and they're not in town and they couldn't make it. Maybe the price tickets and stuff went up too high. I don't know. Let me just put that there. Right? This is fair use. Are you ready? Yeah, thanks for supporting. And guys, thank you for being with me. And thank you for still being there. Because, you know, I gotta, you know, I'm gonna start trying to come back every day again now that I have the time. But you know, guys know I get a little busy. But let's go. First baby mama. I told you there's more. Let's go. And this is from Secret Life. Secret Life. Let's get props where it's due to Secret Life. Let's go.
It's like that really quickly.
Beat up till she got up under the beat up literally till she tried to run up under the car. Wow.
The drama surrounding Sean Diddy Combs reaches new heights as revelations from Misa Hilton, the mother of Diddy's eldest child, add fuel to the fire of ongoing legal battles. Hilton, once entwined romantically with Diddy, has now stepped forward, supporting allegations against him and hinting at her own impending legal action. This development intertwines with the backdrop of 3 existing lawsuits, painting a picture of a man besieged by accusations of misconduct and manipulation.
She claimed when she tried to leave Diddy in 2017, he forced this into her apartment and
Jesus Christ.
The saga began with Diddy's former partner, Cassie, stepping into the legal spotlight. In a lawsuit that shocked fans and foes alike, Cassie accused Diddy of abuse and being coerced into sex acts with male escorts.
Male sex workers, what?
Yeah. It sounded like hired some prostitutes and then watched them, you know,
yikes,
do their thing.
This alarming claim, stemming from a relationship that lasted a decade, set a precedent for the accusations to follow. Diddy's response, through his lawyer, was a firm denial, emphasizing that the settlement of the lawsuit was not an admission of guilt. However, the gravity of these allegations, especially considering their intimate past, cannot be overstated.
And hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is facing another lawsuit over sexual assault allegations.
Hot on the heels of the Cassie lawsuit, Joey Dickerson Neal emerged with her own disturbing story, accusing Diddy of incapacitating and sexually assaulting her in the early 90s, and even recording the incident. She added a layer of depravity to the growing narrative of Diddy's alleged misconduct. Diddy's spokesperson dismissed these claims as
Do this every morning to clear stuck mucus from lungs and breathe easy all day long. Short or weak breathing is easy to blame on the lungs, but that's not the whole story. The lungs are part of the solution, not the root cause. The main culprit behind short and weak breathing is the sticky, thick mucus coating the airways. This mucus acts like a barrier that blocks the oxygen from reaching the lungs. It also harbors pollution, smoke, and toxins that can cause inflammation, short breathing, and coughing. Eventually, the stuck mucus gets harder and stickier, making it almost impossible to cough up. But luckily, there is good news. A top-rated respiratory specialist has developed a morning ritual to clear out stuck mucus and restore healthy and normal breathing. The genius of this morning ritual is that it only takes 7 seconds to perform, yet provides breathing relief that lasts all day long. You can start this easy routine as soon as tonight, right from your kitchen table. No special equipment needed. I encourage you to stop what you're doing and use the blue button below right now to watch a free, informative video that will show you how to naturally reclaim your breathing. Imagine sleeping through the night and waking up energized with a new spark for life. Imagine breathing deeply and feeling clean. Fresh air fill your lungs while oxygen surges through your body. You'll feel lighter, happier, and in control as you suck out the stuck mucus and breathe easy again. It has already helped over 60,000 people, including lifelong smokers in their 70s, who are amazed they can inhale freely again. So it stands to reason that it may work for you too. And no more dealing with inhalers or medications that don't do anything about the stuck mucus. However, the billion-dollar respiratory industry has twice before removed this special presentation from the internet in a desperate move to safeguard their profits, so it's uncertain how long this invaluable information will remain available this time. Use the blue button below before it's too late.
Gobi Cashmere Black Friday sale. Get up to 70% site-wide. 100% cashmere sweaters, scarves, and coats. Only at gobicashmere.com.
fabrications, labeling the lawsuit a manipulation of a well-intentioned law for monetary gain. However, the consistency of these stories began to sketch a pattern that could not be ignored.
Controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
The third lawsuit, perhaps the most damning due to its details, involved an anonymous plaintiff known as Jane Doe. She accused Diddy of forcing her into sex, a claim echoed by her friend who alleged the same fate at the hands of both Diddy and Rod Singer and Hall. The complaint detailed a subsequent confrontation where an irate Combs choked Jane Doe to unconsciousness. This accusation adds a violent dimension to the already severe charges of sexual misconduct. Diddy's spokesperson called these claims fabricated, a dismissal in line with his responses to previous allegations.
The 35-page suit lays out graphic allegations, all of which, through his attorney, he denies.
Across these three lawsuits, a chilling pattern emerges. Each woman tells a tale of aggression and manipulation, painting Diddy as a figure who used his power and influence to exploit and harm. The consistency of their narratives, spanning different times and contexts, suggests a behavioral pattern that is difficult to dismiss as mere coincidence. Amidst this storm of legal battles, Misa Hilton, the mother of Diddy's firstborn, Justin, has voiced her own disturbing experiences. Hilton's relationship with Diddy, which lasted from 1992 to 1995 and resulted in the birth of their son, has been thrust back into the spotlight. Her recent tirades on social media have been both revealing and condemning.
You know, anything I do is through love. That's what I evolved to be. And that's what I'm doing right now. You feel me?
In the wake of her son's Dewey arrest, Hilton unleashed a barrage of accusations against Diddy. She blamed his reality show lifestyle for leading their son astray and criticized his business choices, particularly his involvement with brands. Her words were sharp and unyielding. how you go from one the greatest to ever do it to making all you money off booze and suing the damn company. She stated, questioning his moral compass and priorities. More alarming were her hints at physical abuse within their relationship and towards their son. In a passionate declaration, she stated, "I'm not protecting no one anymore, just my son and all the children." This statement, loaded with implications, aligns with the disturbing pattern of behavior suggested by the lawsuits. The relationship between Hilton and Diddy was not without its controversies. In 2015, Diddy was arrested for allegedly assaulting Justin's coach with a kettlebell weight. This incident, coupled with Hilton's recent accusations, paints a picture of a tumultuous and possibly violent relationship dynamic.
And she also accused Diddy of dangling one of her friends over a balcony on the 17th floor of a hotel, and claimed when she tried to leave him in 2017.
Perhaps the most alarming aspect of Hilton's claims is the alleged physical abuse she suffered at the hands of Diddy. An insider close to the situation revealed that Hilton accused Diddy of physically assaulting her even during her pregnancy. She allegedly claimed that Diddy used to put hands on her and slap her around. The insider's accusations, if true, paint a disturbing picture of a relationship marred by violence and fear. Furthermore, Hilton's comments about their son, "I should have kept my child with me," suggest a deep regret and concern over the impact of Diddy's alleged behavior on Justin. Her statement, "Everyone has to sit around for years and act like there isn't anything wrong with you. This is where the buck stops for me," speaks to a long history of silently enduring what she now publicly condemns. The gravity of these revelations is not lost on Diddy, who, according to sources, is scrambling to reach a settlement with Hilton before she takes her allegations to court. Now the streets are saying that Diddy is trying to come to a settlement agreement with Misa. The insider revealed, suggesting a keen awareness on Diddy's part of the potential damage another scandal could inflict on his already precarious public image. This attempt at a preemptive settlement speaks volumes about the severity of the situation. With his reputation hanging on by a thread, as the insider puts it, Diddy seems to be in a race against time and public opinion. The implications of these allegations extend far beyond the legal ramifications. They threaten to dismantle the very foundation of Diddy's public persona. As the story continues to develop, the convergence of these legal and personal dramas paints a bleak picture for Diddy, from the lawsuits by Cassie and Joey Dickerson-Neal to the anonymous Jane Doe, and now Misa Hilton's disturbing claims. A pattern of alleged abuse and manipulation emerges. Each story, though unique in its details, echoes similar themes of exploitation and control, challenging the legacy of a man once celebrated as a music mogul and entrepreneur.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
As the legal and personal turmoil surrounding Sean Diddy Combs intensifies, the impact on his business empire becomes increasingly evident. The brewing storm of allegations and lawsuits is not just a personal crisis for Diddy, but a significant blow to his financial interests. Macy's, a major retail player, has made a decisive move by announcing the discontinuation of Diddy Sean John line. Their statement, as reported by Radar Online, highlights a strategic withdrawal. As a part of our ongoing review of our brand,
Drinking warm water before bed gets
portfolio, the Sean John collection has started to phase out of assortment since early fall 2023. This decision underscores the growing corporate unease with Diddy's escalating legal woes. In a more striking development, the multinational beverage giant Diageo has severed its long-standing partnership with Diddy. Bloomberg reports that Diageo, which traded with Combs wines and spirits on brands like Kryrock and Delian Tequila, has decided to end their relationship. This split comes after Diddy sued Diageo, accusing them of racial bias and unequal treatment. Diageo's spokeswoman clarified their stance, stating Mr. Combs' bad faith actions have clearly breached his contract and left us no choice but to move from Diddy's orbit signify not just a business setback, but also a tarnishing of his public image and credibility. With each partnership dissolution and each allegation, the narrative shifts further away from Diddy as a celebrated entrepreneur to a figure embroiled in controversy and diminishing corporate faith.
I've seen the media portray me like I'm a gangster. Not the case.
As the saga of Sean Diddy Combs unfolds, public opinion has become
I want the best
a crucial barometer of the shifting perceptions surrounding the music mogul. Fans and onlookers.
Well, we're gonna leave that. But baby, my. Who was still by Sean John stuff was okay. He got taste. The man is definitely got taste. The man could definitely see things, but that's the part where we mess up at. We see that, but we don't want to see the other stuff, right? We want to see their creativity, but a lot of these men are monsters. They put monsters in place for a reason. So when they ready to bring your ass back down, they're going to bring you down. The nice people don't seem to make it. If we look at this entertainment business, a lot of the nice people don't make it. They put these people, they look at you, they study you. I'm going to tell you something. Mom, my son was playing football. I think he was like 8, 9, or 10 at the time. And I'm talking to this guy. And he was like, no. He said, they don't know I'm a scouter. Right? And people who play football, they might know this. They said, no, we watch these kids since they are young. That's why when a lot of these kids, they're still kids, even though they big kids and they're in high school, that's how the high schools get to pick them, because the people already been watched. They already had scouters watching them. So you may think when your kids are playing just in a regular park, and if your child play good, they're calling somebody. You never know who's watching you and who's studying you, right? You never know. So sometimes by the time they get to high school, somebody already said, hey, when he was 7, he played like this. When he was 8, he played like this. When he was 9, he played like this. And then by the time they get to high school, you're like, well, damn, where they get all this information from? You're being watched. They watch your behavior. They send people in. And a lot of times, when you think you're so smart, the person they sent in on you is laughing because you think you're smart and they're dumb. But they are supposed to play dumb. And it doesn't take away what they themselves had to go through to get in them doors, right? So allegedly, we don't know what they had to do to get in them doors. So imagine what they're going to do to you, because you still have to do the same thing, right? So if they was anti something and now they have to do this to get into them doors, imagine what they're going to do to you. And our people that's getting in the business, you don't like old school so much. You need to listen to some of their stories. You're going to always get jerked on your contracts. Always. But none of them do research. Now, the ones who do the research, they say, hey, I'm going to get nothing for this one, but I can work my way up and then get what I want if they see I'm valuable. Some don't read the contract. Some don't know nothing about the business, but nothing that these guys are saying haven't been said since the 50s, the 60s. We have a lot of artists, especially the ones when they stole your music and they gave it to a whole nother artist, just like Elvis Presley. Like, say what you want, but Dolly Parton is one smart woman. Say what you want about Dolly Parton, and that's a woman. Do you know Elvis Presley, any song that he sing that is somebody else's? That means it was all somebody already sang the song. When he sings it, he puts his name down as a writer and that it's his song. He wanted to remake I Will Always Love You first, but he wanted to take away Dolly Parton's writing credit and said it was his song. Dolly Parton said hell to the no. So she did not let Elvis do it, but it worked out better because Whitney Houston ended up doing it and she got all her money. See, this is what a lot of artists does. And look how long ago that was. So we hear these artists crying now. I'm like, it's all in the history books. It's all in the history books. That's like the Rolling Stones and a lot of these artists that we love. They took a lot of the artists, especially Black artists, they took their songs because their song was only played at certain times and on certain radio stations. So the songs was not known to the world. They took the songs. And if you wasn't living in that time, I mean, you can research it now, but back then you could not research it. So you would think that the song belongs to them, but it doesn't. They took it. And a lot of them artists passed away with nothing. They wrote it, they produced it, they engineered it, they did everything and did not get anything. They got nothing. And everybody else, families are living lovely off a song that did not belong to them. So can you imagine if they bring somebody else in? Can you imagine what they're going to do to them? They are going to recoup everything they lost off the new person that they bring in. They're going to do the same thing to them because they have to make back their money. And then that continuously happened. That continuously happened. Now I don't know what else is new, but I'm definitely coming back on. So you guys, y'all go get a break. We're gonna come right on back. We are definitely coming back. But I'm telling you that King, when T.I. kept sitting up there and excusing that boy's behavior, I keep telling you guys, when you keep rewarding bad behavior, it gets worse. When you keep rewarding bad behavior, it gets worse. When you make excuses and you talk about the victim, or instead of talking about the person's bad behavior, it gets worse. And then when it's turned on you, now you mad. T.I. sat there, instead of straightening that boy out, his behavior got worse. Yeah, he had to. He had to, Sergeant. Absolutely. Exactly. And then now the boy yelling at his mama and jumping up at his mama. And then on top of that, jumping up in his face. T.I. had to put some pause on that boy. But then they cut the tape. Again, if you didn't see that part, check out the beginning of the show. Check out the beginning. Check it out. We like, oh my God, but they got money. They got the bag. They got that. What they got to, you don't know these people. What they got to do with these people being monsters? What they got to do with what they do in the private? Oh, blame the woman. We blame the woman. Blame the woman. King needs, he need to be knocked out somewhere. Forget, sit down somewhere. But, oh, thank you, Puzzles. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. Yes, Lord. Because Lord knows I ain't been on. I ain't been on here. Until I was going to take them out. So I'm going to end this. Then I'm going to come back with something else. Maybe it might be similar, but it won't be Diddy. It might be Diddy. I don't know. But I'm trying to catch up here. So y'all go sit up there and go let out some of that Thanksgiving food you still got in your stomach, or go do something, but come right back. I see you guys in about 10, 15 minutes. Peace, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and come on back.